How dare you?
All right. So let's get started. Last week was pretty intense, and I loved it. For a recap for all of you.
We didn't sleep in a tent once.
Nah, we didn't.
I'm so sorry for that joke.
You should be. No, let him grovel.
I would never grovel.
Grovel?
Never.
Okay. Never. Okay. Quick recap last session. You guys publicly executed Sim. It feels pretty emotional to say to you guys. After that, you took your time on your last day before you headed out to Grimguard. Made it to Grimguard, spent a couple hours getting familiarized with the palace and your duties for protecting the princess. There was this big masquerade ball, which you were briefed on what your duties would be and what you should do. It commenced. Lots of you guys did your jobs with some unfortunately sad rolls. You aren't able to see this plan that was hatching forth during one of the few times Galio. He appeared to have put the entire ball to sleep, and you all watched as he sort of charmed the princess and took her away before you all just conked out, except for Lingshot because he's nowhere to be found because he's outside patrolling.
She.
I'm sorry.
You're muted, Drake.
That's worse.
What a bigot.
That's why it's sign language.
Sorry. But Lingshot is outside and there has been suspicious activity, which Ling sort of investigating these two red-headed half-elves. But tried getting to stood. It continued. They left and he saw them come back trying to enter in another way. And that's where we are.
They are half elves. Okay, that does interesting things.
So she doesn't have
Or you were asleep. Nothing
So,
strange has happened yet. You were just inside. Ufra with slingshots, and you see these two guys these two people trying to sneak again the side. Up.
I will call in over the... I was going to do this already. I will call in over the stone and say, the interlopers from previously are attempting to re-enter the castle. Any recommendations what actions should be taken?
Static, maybe some story.
Murder and death.
You see
The ringtone of mine.
no response. No response.
It's that call waiting music that people did in the mid 2000s,
It's horrible.
but it's really poorly recorded.
Just elevator music.
You can tell I took my flip phone and just put it up next to the TV while it recorded. That's what it is.
Hello?
All here is the commotion outside. There's festivity still happening out through the town. You can see as you guys are on the top here, as you look out over Grimguard, just lights on and festivals happening. You can hear the music echoing up. You hear the sound guards moving outside. But nothing's coming in.
I will make a right turn, and Nova is just there. Because that's how things work.
Over the comms, you just hear dragons.
I'm way stronger than you.
I wanted me to go dragon so bad.
Nova's just sort of looking at you,
I
waiting.
believe that my companions are not answering, and there is a situation going on.
It's unfortunate.
Could you... I'm trying to decide. Would you please go in there and check on them because I'm worried that I cannot reach them. Meanwhile, I will go and question these interlopers over there.
Alright. Where is there? You pointed in a very ambiguous and general direction.
I pointed into the castle, or into the ballroom, wherever that is.
You're right back, and you see as he flies away, he's heading towards the.
And I will start making my way to the interlopers.
Traveling towards the western side of the palace. You notice no problem because you have dark vision. These two guys, you see one of them. You can't really hear them as I'm assuming you're still levitating up above.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but looking down upon them, you see as one of them, can be the male, is trying to lift the woman towards one of the smaller balconies of the palace. Seems to be struggling a little bit, but it's trying.
That is for. I will call out. That is forbidden. Why do you attempt to do this?
Like you see both panic. The guy just drops the girl. She falls down on her face. Looks up at you. They look scared. You notice as the woman's just sort of there, confused, not moving, knowing that she's been caught, and the man begins to run away.
Ray of Frost.
Alright.
I mean,
You just have an interesting dream that just happens to correspond slightly with real life occurrences in places that you don't have access to.
straight up happens all the time.
You successfully back right in the center of the back. He falls down on his face. Tries getting up, but is like in pain. It's like looks up at you, puts his hands up. Sorry.
Why
Got
do you
scared.
attempt illicit access?
He doesn't respond. Sort of standing there looking at you, not really doing anything, looking around, seeing if there's any other guards coming around.
Leave the area.
Starts shaking his head up and down frantically. He walks over to the woman, picks her up, and begins walking away after the rest of the town.
I didn't hear some of that. DM, you are cutting out.
He said that they picked up the woman and start walking away with her.
They're going.
They're going. They're leaving.
Making their way downtown, walking fast, and they're homebound. I miss you.
I will continue to watch them.
Alright.
I'm confused.
Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. We're all asleep.
As you're
So toast.
keeping an eye on them, you notice as they make their ways, you see that there's a couple guards as they make their way around the palace again. They stop and question them, and they see like the frost that's on his back, and they point up to you, and they see you, and the guards nod. As the two, they let him pass, but they are keeping an eye on him also as they begin descending back down into towards the city. You can roll perception for me if you would like.
Okay. Visual, correct?
Yes.
Oh, also, by the way, Nova can communicate with me telepathically, as long as we're in the same plane.
He's not quite sure where it is. He hasn't been there, so he's looking.
Okay.
As you're watching them, as they're doing their thing, you do watch just several coin start falling out of their pockets, which look to be a little more stuffed than normal.
Interesting. Fun thing is, they're still in range, probably.
Yeah, with you, yeah.
I will turn and head towards the ballroom, as well as I'm going, I could spend an action to look through Nova's eyes and then give him better direction.
So as you're heading back, you do that. You see Nova. He's like walking in. You see him in one of the hallways. He's looking confused as he sort of come to the end, and there's a left and a right. He's not quite sure which way to go. He starts going to the left, but you know it's the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. I will let him know it is to the right.
Looks kind of. You keep listening to his voice and begins trailing off towards the other way.
I apologize. I should have
Okay.
familiarized you with the layout before.
It happens. Quiet in here though. How many people are supposed to be in here? What are we looking for?
Over 70?
Over 7. I'm not seeing any.
Oh no!
You
Double
see
move.
this too, but he's still just talking. He continues moving forward. After about another minute of you guiding through the palace, you come up to the doors before the ballroom, where you see they're wide open, and you can look in. You just see everybody on the ground. You can see like because Prometheus and it was Nora, right? You two are guarding.
I'm way stronger than all of you.
Justice.
It's because of my secret belt that I haven't told anyone about.
I didn't say that. Never will.
Hey guys, I'm
But yeah,
getting
you're
there.
on the ground. Whereas like there's like this is new movement, right? Is this a slumber party? Did no one tell me about this? This would have been so much fun. And he like runs into the room, and you now can see everybody. You see all these nobles and servants and other guardsmen, and you see your entire party just there lying down. And it sort of like just pops on Prometheus and curls up on his coat. And oh, he's so fluffy. I've always wanted to be seeing him. He just starts pretending to sleep.
Can I roll over and just like do that thing where a sleeping person just like rolls over and like squeezes them close, like in a cuddle hug?
Oh, yes.
I'm doing that.
I do that, but it's with my hammer.
So Ling is still outside,
Your hammer is your
right?
teddy.
Absalom's
Yeah, he's
reaching
outside.
out for something to grab. He's just like cuddling another man.
I'm so
Okay.
You're supposed to
lonely.
be walking, but you don't have your actual vision to see where you're going, so you probably like run into things.
Right. Well, I will definitely switch back. Fastest way for me to get in, would that be through hallways or through a window?
I mean, most of the windows are probably been locked. Or everything right now, but you can use means to get in.
Say again?
I said most of the windows, like through the security, going through and preparing. Most of the windows were locked, but it would be faster to go in through that way.
I wasn't saying if they were closed, I was saying if it would be faster to go through a window.
Oh yeah, that would definitely be faster.
Through.
So I will... Ling is worried, so double move, as well as somewhere in there taking an action, Eldritch Blast, there is no window anymore.
Right. As you go towards where it is, glass
What's
shatters
a
inward.
window?
You head in, not having a better picture. You see all these nobles. You notice Ganeth is on the ground asleep. You notice all of your party members asleep. You notice servants and everything.
Where's
but
the
you
mark?
do not notice. You do not notice any of the band members in the room, or the princess.
That is not good. I will move down towards Absalom. I will cast Mage Hand, and I will simultaneously wake Absalom and Nora, using Mage Hand on Nora, since I don't want to be close to her when she wakes up.
Does it wake me up?
And
Sounds good.
I will wake
Give them
Absalom up
both
as
a
well.
nice big slap. Both of you guys come to consciousness.
I run and I stand up, and in a flash of light appears my other great sword, my flamberge, in my hands, and I just like two-handed stroke down. I'm like, oh.
I'm already moving to the next person.
I
I'm
jump
moving-
to my feet with my hammer. I'm like, whoa.
If I have enough senses, I'm gonna go to Genth.
To be clear, I haven't been awoken yet, right?
Right. But
No.
I'm near you because we were at the door, so I'll wake you up.
And
I'm just gonna like kick you in the side, but like, Prometheus!
Right.
What the shit?
I'm
Wait,
also
what? This isn't my
the hand
forge.
can move faster than I can, so the hand will go
Wait.
and
Can I see what I was cuddling?
Yeah, as you stand up, you see you recognize Nova.
Hello, little friend.
Prometheus, what's the problem,
You
guys?
look very comfortable, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
The princess!
I'm just gonna go, well, what? Oh, I remember why we're here now. I'm gonna pick up my weapon, and
We've
I'm going
lost
to
the princess.
immediately be like, where'd that douche nozzle go?
I
And
don't know.
I'm gonna go to where the princess was and immediately start trying to find tracks.
Okay. Roll investigation for me.
and I'm going.
I would
to
also like to roll
investigate
investigation.
Also, if I see this, I'm just
I'm
gonna say,
going
"He went
over
up, you
to-
fools."
14.
Right. I'm going over to where the dangly thing was happening, where the guy was dangling. I'm gonna go over there and look at and see if I can see it, where they went out.
Okay.
I get up my broom after she does that.
Okay. As you guys, just a second. There we go. My headphones were breaking up. You guys sort of all start searching the room, looking around. Let's see. Yeah, you don't know. That's fine. Immediately, all of you guys see like Elio, Natala, and all of the band members are missing. You head over to where he had descended from, with like that silk rope. And where there was that hole in the ceiling, it's now sort of been closed up. There's some device that lets it open and close, but it's currently closed. There's no drape or rope hanging down.
All
I
right,
think they went out there.
I'm gonna go back. Ling. So this is what happened. They made us fall asleep. The band was in on it, and then they must have carried the princess out asleep as well. Did you see
It
anything
was
suspicious?
that jerk that was flirting with her.
Also, have I woken Genth up?
Who's Genth?
Oh,
He's her real bodyguard.
Yeah, the bodyguard guy.
Ah,
He's not up.
He's not
yeah,
awake.
you can have gone and woken him up.
He's awake.
but yeah,
We
Ling.
haven't
Did
had a
you
look around
did you
here.
see anything happen? Like a sleeping girl being carried away by like cartoonish like looking villains? Ah,
I
probably
really
not.
think
What a
that-
coincidence that would have been.
Genth is
Here, Prometheus.
looking around, very confused, looking at the ground, looking at all of you.
So the kidnap
Looking
got
very suspicious.
the princess got kidnapped on your guard, Genth.
We've got to find her.
And I pat Prometheus on the shoulder. Mind
Looking at
you,
all of you.
Oh,
it wasn't us, it was that
He
Thalio. And
immediately
I'm gonna,
starts looking out, like searching, like opening doors into the servants' quarters, looking for any guards that are awake. Looks at you. Nora,
Genthi went up.
Send word to the emperor now.
Yes.
okay.
I'm gonna go
I'll pull
fly
out
up
some paper.
to the top, and I'm gonna
Prometheus,
try and look
Prometheus,
out the thing.
Before you go, and I'm
Urgent
gonna hand
update.
Prometheus my immovable rod, and it has my rope attached to it.
Oh,
And you
sweet!
get there
I know the
and
drill.
click this button.
Hey.
Yep, there we
And I'm
go.
gonna
Does
go
someone
up.
want to dictate this notice, or do you want me to just do my thing?
Just do your
Dear
thing.
Your Highness, the Emperor of all
Dear.
of the earth, we
I think
love
she's working
thee
with that.
and hail thee, and do
I'm
thy.
doing my own
No. See, one of you do it.
Walks up to you and like just slaps you across the face.
Ow!
It's like, what are you doing?
Who did he slap?
Prometheus.
Prometheus. I
Oh,
think.
I'm not
I thought it was
within range for him to slap. I already started flying up with the rod.
Oh, sorry, didn't hear that.
I'm just saying this is a joke because she should know how to write words.
Yes, that was in the
Yeah,
dossier.
so when
Should
I
be-
get to the top, does
Now,
it look like
please,
it's
quickly.
easy to open, or is there like a lever, or can I just push it open?
And it's like one of those like contraptions.
An iris?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
attack
thank
it
you.
with
Like
my
iris,
scythe.
We are searching for her now. We'll send word when there is word. Nora. I send it.
Okay. You said that. Roll for an attack.
Well, who's attacking what?
What? Why is it
He's
not
attacking
letting
with
me?
the caption. Also, Prometheus, click the rod.
Oh yeah. Once I break it, I will click the rod. Actually, no. I'll do it and then I'll do the swing. So I'll click it. Your rod's in place.
Wait.
Attack roll.
And then I just start scaling the rope that I made, that I attached to it.
I have a question about boots of levitation.
Why do I not have all my
How high
attacks?
can I levitate?
How what?
How high can I levitate with my boots?
It's 20 feet per
not-
round.
20 feet per round? So I could just sort of gradually start rising towards the ceiling.
What?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I'm not doing that quite yet. I'm gonna see what they find up there. Right now I'm looking around for anything
anyone-
else.
Can anyone tell me why it won't let me use the thing I'm trying to attack with?
Do you have it selected in D&D Beyond?
I do. That's why I'm a
And
little.
updated?
Yeah, it should be. Hold
Like,
on. I guess
you put
How
update
you
in
doing?
Discord.
I'll update just to make sure I'd hit the wrong type. Tippity type.
Well, this is going on while you're getting ready to take your swing.
I'll
Slingshot. He looks at there, shoots off. What are you shooting off? Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Smacks into the center of it, and you watch it starts to indent.
I will
Away
shoot
from you,
fireballs at it
Okay.
as well.
While this is going on,
10 to hit.
Nora, you
Yes.
get your little ding. You
Oh,
received an advantage.
we've got a letter.
What?
And very
You
large.
just got a letter.
You see, like, oh no, it's happening to you too. This is
What?
Alright, I'm just gonna have to do this myself.
Wait, so it just says
sending reinforcements.
sending reinforcements. It's happening. What do you mean, me too?
Okay.
But
Are
Nora,
you sending that back in the letter?
I'm gonna say, please clarify. It's happening to you too. What is going on? Lots of question marks. Send.
Within seconds back, you get a response. Very just quick, to the point, coordinated attack, royalty. Be careful. We don't know how
Oh
many.
no.
Nora, what's happening?
Rocky Talkie, so people up there can hear me. Hey,
Oh.
apparently there's a big coordinated attack. We're not the only people who've just lost our wards.
That's
So we really need to find her. This is really
so
bad.
what you're saying is she
I
may be
got
the
an
first
18.
in line to the throne.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Does
Does
the
Jen
18
know?
hit the thing?
Yeah, 18 does. Yeah.
What's the AC on
and,
the
and
building?
I'm continuing to cast stuff at it too.
Okay, yeah, you guys just like a smacking at this over and
Alright,
over.
so it takes
Fireballs
18
of the
damage.
I throw a hammer.
My thing does extra damage on inanimate objects, so it doubles the damage always.
Yeah, no, yeah, you know, yeah. After like a combined attack of all of you guys slamming, trying to bust this thing open, you eventually, no problem, smack it open. It sort of explodes inwards and splinters off to the side.
I'm going through it.
I could cycle.
I was gonna be first. Dang it!
You're just waiting to see Link.
What's
Alright,
Jen
yeah,
Flitzy doing right now?
I immediately go out and start trying to search for the escape route.
Okay.
I'm rising as fast as I can with my levitation spell.
Alright, sounds good.
15 on investigation.
I'll be helping people in, but I also want to know where Genth is. Is he like climbing up the rope too that I left?
He's like in the process of waking up the other guards that were.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
So Lark
trying to get
is probably
information
climbing up
from
the rope.
Okay.
If whenever I can, I'll shout out to him like, Genth, if you can, we need you up here to help find her.
He looks up at you very hastily, says, "No, there."
The other guards can wake up the other guards.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the plan. Please, quickly. Time What is going on? I don't even know.
There's a
well, it was a
coordinated attack
kidnapping.
on all the royalty. The princess is not the only one. We must hurry.
Honestly, actually, Nora, can you hear me?
Yes.
Nora, right back, and does this go to everyone who's connected to royalty?
I think it just goes to head office.
Well, contact
Yeah,
head
just go to the
office,
head-
see which royalty has been kidnapped, who's in line for the throne next that hasn't been kidnapped and survived, and put them and send orders to maybe, I don't know, have them watched or questioned. This could be an
Okay.
attempt at taking the throne. It could be a coup d'etat. We need to see
Okay,
who's
okay.
ruling. Is the emperor fine?
I'm asking.
Is the emperor okay?
All those questions as I'm
Also-
rising through the air. I'm
Yes.
writing this down as I float.
I would also like to
Feeling-
investigate while I'm up there.
Yep, just you guys, just in 1 second while you're up there. Very quickly back from HQ. 6 royalty, no, including yours, 13th, 8th, 7th, 5th, 1st, and 9th.
The Emperor's fine.
Emperor's
Good.
fine.
What do the kidnapped
Right,
ones all have in
right.
common?
Riots in the city. Be careful that it isn't happening in Grimguard.
Wait, what's happening right in the city?
Riots in the
Oh.
city?
Oh, riots? Okay, we might have
There's
to kill
riots
some...
in the city.
So we're gonna have to kill some peasants is what I'm hearing?
Maybe not yet.
maybe.
By the
Not
way,
right
I got
now.
a nat 20 on my investigation check.
As you are looking through this room, it's pretty bare. This is just like a sort of like an antechamber, but it's just like a staging room waiting where Filio would wait till his entrance came. There's a chair, and there's sort of a wardrobe station over up against one of the walls, and there's a door that leads to another hallway. Door appears to be shut, but with that, as you begin looking through, in one of the wardrobe places, you open up a chest, and inside you see Elio, but he's unconscious.
Oh, he's the okay. I pull him out and I
You
just
found
slap him. I'm gonna unarmed strike him. Actually,
I'm
just, like,
gonna
full
say,
on.
wait, if he's unconscious, he probably wasn't the guy who came down.
What?
I'm still gonna
It
do it.
wasn't even him.
Oh, now I'm just mad. We got played
So that's a
twice.
17 to hit, and it's 5 damage.
Yeah,
Make
as you
it
slap
to
him,
the
he sits up, he screams like, "No, no, 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 no!" And then, oh, what happened? I was up here, and there was one of the servants, and then everything went black. What's going on?
What did the
What's-
servant
I'm
look
pretty
like,
wrong.
you racist?
Also, I'm gonna take both my swords and like put them against his neck and be like, "We were hoping you would answer that question."
I'm just gonna move him away. I'm gonna play good cop, and I'm going, whoa, calm down. He's obviously a victim here as well.
You do see bruises all over him, like over his face. He has sort of a swollen eye.
This
not
man is
looking too good.
theatrics.
You also do notice his main cloak, what you saw him wearing. He's no longer wearing, it's nowhere around, and the mask that he was wearing isn't with him either.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
Wait,
I come up and I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
can anyone in
Yeah,
our party
okay.
scry?
I
The
can
two of them.
scry.
Hey, you know what you
Yeah.
should do? You should scry on his mask. That's a pretty unique thing.
Can I do? Is that how I do it? Great.
Well, I thought you have to have the mask in order to scry on him. I thought that was how it worked.
But you have
That's
Failio, and you
like-
can scry on the mask.
I
with
think you
Failio,
can
can't
scry specifically on that
You can scry
mask.
on an item. You can scry on an item.
Okay.
The mask or that cloak, which were
But
pretty,
have-
unique.
Okay, so Zone of Truth has been cast. Taylor's like, what's going on? What's happening to the ball? I'm confused.
Well,
What's the
obviously,
last
we're
thing
here
you
to
remember
interrogate you.
before I went
Oh,
black?
truth.
The orchestra, the ball, they were preparing their last song before I was to come. I asked for a glass of water, and the servant came, and he brought it to me, and then I felt the sharp pain at the back of my head. I turned around, and that got punched a couple times, and then I'm here.
Who punched you?
It
I'm
wasn't
assuming
me.
the servant.
What did he look like?
I mean, there's a masquerade ball, he was wearing a mask.
Okay, but how tall was he? What skin color was he? Like, and
Hair.
you have more than just his face.
He was probably around my height. He was a little darker complexion.
Full human, half elf, elf.
They appeared to be human. And all of this, he's in the zone of truth, can't lie. Alright.
Yeah, he can't lie.
for
Alright,
that
I believe him.
Scrying. Let's see.
Scrying has
So
to be
I'm
on a
looking
person.
at it, and it does say.
But scrying the
it says
princess.
you can. Yeah, it says it has to be. It says a particular creature. It doesn't say anything about an object.
Yeah, so scry on the princess then instead.
Yeah, scry on the princess.
And if you
Alright,
need an
that's what
object, you
it
can
says.
get
If you have possession of garment, you can do it.
Hey, Failio, do you have anything that belonged to the princess at any point? Like a handkerchief or a misplaced piece of jewelry that you may have kept?
Is Genth with us at all as well? Is he climbing up?
About this time, he would be climbing up.
I want to go by the hole and help him up if I can, just speed
Alright.
it up.
Yep. He
And
gets
then
up
after
there.
he's up,
Somebody-
I'll grab my.
As soon as TC's
the
feet, runs up and ready to punch him. Like,
Whoa. Hey, Genth, give
gonna
us
hold him
something of the princesses that you have that has a personal connection to her. We're gonna spy. Well, we're gonna see where she is.
Scry on her.
Whatever.
And
Magic is
Failio.
weird.
It was a Failio impersonator that took her, not Failio himself. I put a zone of truth on him so he can't lie to us.
Okay, good to know. He pulls out a locket. It's like, here, this should work.
Hey, Genth, while we're in the zone of truth,
Alright.
are the rumors about you true? Are you really that cool?
He's like really confused. I do what I do well, and how did this happen? This is what I'm confused about.
Well, it was a massive plot, apparently. According to Nora and the report I had her ask for, several seemingly random, royals from all throughout have been taken and kidnapped, and riots in those cities have ensued, which means we might also have to look out for a riot after this to disguise their escape. But if we can find a way to keep track of them, we're good.
Okay. We have time to get this up. Reinforcements will be here any minute. I don't know what's gonna happen. Who's gonna stay?
Who'll be here any minute?
Reinforcements. People to help.
Oh. Okay.
Listen, all I know is we're going to need to kill some people, and I'm quite happy with that, so long as we are able to, please the Emperor. Wow, I don't like this zone of truth thing. It's very weird.
Yes, there is one entrance. There is a door that's shut. All right. So for your scrying, we're gonna take 16. That would be a 9. So no problem. As you begin touching into your magical essence, you got a mirror, correct?
Yeah, I've got a mirror.
You've been looking in the
For my
mirror,
scrying.
confusing. You let out this little hum of music as the words you see the music flow into
Sick
the air as it flows into the
jams.
mirror. As you're looking in, everything else goes blank. All the peripheral, everything around you, as you find yourself inside a box, and you see the princess is chained, bound, and is just lying there, unconscious, in this box.
And you said a what?
A box?
A box.
A
container. Sorry.
She's in a box.
So, can we see what she's seeing as well if we're by the
No,
mirror?
this is only her. She can be
Okay.
describing what's happening. You hear
Yeah.
the sound of heavy panting, but you don't see anybody. You just see her in this box. You hear some
So
muffled
it's like
voices.
I've got a view of the inside of the box, kind of a thing,
Right,
but I can hear
yeah.
out. But okay.
Correct. You hear some voices. A couple words break through. Not really super well able to hear them well. We did it. This is incredible. I didn't think this was going to work. And you hear another one. Oh, shut up. We're not out with this yet. Got to bring her back to the boss. And that's about all you hear and see.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, okay, they're. Sounds like they're running with a box.
Did you
Could
see
she be in
anything
a
She's in a
box?
box.
around
And I'll
the
go and open
box?
the door and just start leaving.
Okay, let's look for anyone leaving this area because they can't have got far yet. They probably have her in a
There's
car.
2 people,
or
at
carrying
least
her.
2 people.
I'm gonna fly ahead. I'm gonna
And they're going.
aerial view.
They said they're taking her to their boss.
Over the
That's not
sending
good.
stones, I will tell Prometheus, tell the guards to lock down the city.
And I'm gonna message Ling if Ling's not in the area, I guess. I'm like, Ling, would you like to ride with me? 4 eyes is better than 2. And you have very good eyes. Beautiful, in fact. I can't stop. I'm out of this drone of truth. Let's go.
My stop zone of truth. I've had enough truth from Prometheus.
I don't like this. I feel rather. This is weird. Let's go. Let's go look at. Let's find the princess.
Alright, I go back down to where the other guards are so I can tell them we need to get you all out right now to find anyone who's leaving the area. Look for anyone with any kind of cargo and search every box.
So are we splitting up a bit?
I mean, I can't fly with them. I only levitate.
I mean, we're kind of splitting up a lot. You guys are going to search down below. Ling and I will search above if she is willing.
I want to go through the door. So Larkspur and Genth, will you follow me? And I'm just going to open the door that leads out.
You're going to go check the tunnels, see if they escape through this way.
Yes.
So all those that are coming with me, follow. It begins find me back down through the rope and heading out. All right, so who's going to go with Genth?
Wait, through the tunnels.
I think I'm mobilizing the guards on the ground level, above ground.
Okay, so you're going to stay with them?
Yeah,
So I have a question, because I thought there was a door in the room where we were.
Right, there is, but he's not heading that way.
He's not. Okay, because I was suggesting that we go through that door.
Mm-hmm. He's saying he's not going that way. If you want to go that way, you can. He's just asking who wants to go.
Okay.
What's that?
Gosh, we're splitting up a lot. Larkspur, who'd you like to go with? If you go with him, I'll go through here. I don't know. What do you want to do, Larkspur?
If you come with me, we can save the Dragon Reborn. I mean,
The Zone of Truth has ended, so you only have yourself to blame for that.
for
What was
what?
that? What was that, Larkspur?
Let's see. Sorry, IRL me is brain. I don't know. I'm really fine either way.
How about
Why
you two
don't-
go with Gent?
You go with
I'll
him.
take
We'll go
care
by
of the
myself.
ground floor.
I'll take some of these guards. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
Alright.
Begins-
Sounds good.
Begins going. As he starts climbing down, you hear from the hallways, like, since you guys are still up there, you hear shouting, and Prometheus, you hear your name being shouted, Prometheus! Prometheus, you immediately recognize it as Surgeon. Like,
Surgeon, what the hell are you doing here?
what are you doing? There's an attack. Of course I'm going to be here.
Well, get
Where are
looking
you?
for a cart with a big box.
Okay. Noted. Where can I help?
Well, in the streets, make sure there's no riots, and anyone with a cart with big boxes, obviously, check the box. They stole the princess. Is that the right term? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Anyways, find the princess, find the box. And with that, I'm going to, since I don't know if anyone's coming with me, I'm just going to start flying up into the sky.
I'm with you.
Okay,
I'm with
cool. Ling is on, and I go, tally ho. And I take, my magical broom and my girl Ling up into the sky, and we begin our search.
It's Peter Pan and Tinkerbell.
Okay. So you guys
I
take off to the sky, begin searching.
23.
Well, you guys, like, go out the window that Ling has so graciously destroyed, and start circling
What
around.
window?
Yes, there's the hole.
Ah, yes, door.
Alright, sounds good. So you can both either roll individually, or you can...
I already rolled an investigation, so, I mean, it's a 23. You can add to it, though, Ling, or you can roll individually.
Is it investigation or?
You're looking for the princess, you're actively searching her up, yes.
Okay, I was wanting perception, but I can do investigation too.
Investigation's my plus 12, so. Ooh.
Although I have both my swords on me now, and the floating one is just like floating behind me as I go through the halls on the upstairs.
Oh my gosh. Alright, very good. We'll get back to you two in just a second. Alright. Ground control the Major Tom.
This is ground control.
Alright, so you
Yes.
Larkspur, are you going with Nora? Or are you going with Absalom?
I think she was going with me.
I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think
So Nora, you begin gathering troops. They begin going out.
Anyone leaving, search anything they have, especially boxes that can fit a princess, but magic is a thing, so any box at all. And contact the guards in the city, have them lock down everything, all cargo anyone can find is to be searched thoroughly. And then I
You
leave
see one
to
of
go.
them heads running off immediately. He has sort of a similar satchel to what you do.
Good.
About 20, 30 seconds later, all of you begin hearing this large, almost siren that's going through the city. You notice as everybody that's outside. Prometheus and Lane, you notice these tires begin going up. You see guard activity significantly increase. People begin looking terrified, freaked out what's going on as an influx of guards begin heading throughout the streets.
And I head outside too at that point. I'm going to the main road that leads back towards the city from here, or into the main city, so that I can look for any traffic to stop to search the crates and stuff.
Guards that are outside are now stopping any carriage, and as you're running out, you see, like, in front of the palace there are several carriages, and people are just, like, the stable masters and everything, and everybody that's riding on the carriages, they look very annoyed that this is going on.
I'm going to send a message to Nora, and I'm going to say, make sure they're checking under things that look innocuous, like bales of bales of hay or whatever else. Like, they could be actively hiding a box so it's not visible. We want them to search everything. This is their princess.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm relaying to the guards as I go. I'm emphasizing this is super important. The princess is missing. And if one of you lets her slip through your fingers, I'll have your head.
And while I'm searching, I'm just gonna be like musing to Larkspur and be like, we should like really get some sort of spotlight thing, and then you and I can just go on these trips as well. Like, imagine you could just shout and we could make really loud noises and scare people with like a giant spotlight and be like, "You're under arrest where the Imperial," like, it'd be really cool. Maybe just something to think about, I guess.
Were you talking to Linkshot? Because I think you
Larkspur.
said Larkspur.
I was talking to the bard.
Okay, wait. Why me? I'm not putting the piece.
Because you're the one who's all about performance and talking.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Just imagine Larkspur with a megaphone, and we have like a torch, or not a torch, but like a lantern, but like a
You could have
hooded
dancing
lantern.
lights.
Oh my gosh, yes, exactly.
Yes.
But I'm just imagining it's our version of a chopper. Come out with your hands up.
Meanwhile, I'm across the way on another building.
Or
like,
else
on
I will
top,
insult you.
Yeah, I figured you would have taken your removal route. Okay, so Larkspur and Absalom, you guys start moving through the door, and it leads you down some back corridors. After you take a couple turns, you begin noticing there were guards set up this way, but all of them are on the ground, either incapacitated or just straight up dead. You find about 5 or 6.
I will communicate that to the group. We have found guards incapacitated and dead along these back alleyways leading out of the palace.
Multiple of them are not wearing any armor.
And,
Shit.
So watch out for people in guards' armor. Watch out for guards in carts. Watch out for guards carrying boxes. Stop them, and if they resist, kill them.
If you
This is
okay,
necessary.
listen. Maybe not any guard who you don't tell them any guards they don't recognize to
I said
stop.
resist.
Like, if there's guards carrying boxes, those guards need to be stopped and frisked. We're gonna institute a stop and frisk policy based on
I relate to
profiling of
everyone,
how
I'm
they
like,
look.
Even if someone is a guard, if they're carrying anything, if they have any kind of cargo, it doesn't
Or if
matter
they're
who they
standing by
are,
a box
search
that-
it.
that is- that
Or
they've
if they're near
dropped.
it and it hasn't been searched yet, search it. And if you
fact,
don't recognize someone,
Marks on the, actually, guys, put a mark on the box if you've searched it. Put your initials.
Wait, what if
roll
the guys who
20?
stole the guard clothing also have one of these bags, so they're part of the?
and I'm looking to see if any of them look like they don't belong or they're not.
As you're
Military
watching this traffic go through of carriages that were there for the nobles and those now being searched, you notice this one guard is like, he's looking through, and he overhears this, and you see him stop for a second, and his eyes just briefly glance towards you, and they go back, and he seems to be going back and rummaging through the carriage again.
Wait.
You! Stop!
Kill him.
No.
What does he do when I point at him and tell him to stop?
He looks at you. You see a look of fear and then the slight grin as you watch him move his hands and.
Nope, I throw the hammer. I throw my dwarven hammer at him.
As you get ready to throw it, he disappears.
Bitch!
Wait, you're a magic user,
Like,
right? Don't you have that
invisibility or,
fancy
like-
bracelets?
I threw my hammer at him. He disappeared.
Yeah,
Use
but
your bracelet. Where'd he go?
yeah, don't you get your magic tracky bracelet?
Bracelet. I
Yeah.
have a blasty bracelet.
I guess we weren't there for that. I guess I can't say anything.
My bracelet
Hold on.
can
Don't
blast people.
the
But
magic
the one that
users?
we haven't really talked
Hang on.
about, but the thing that lets us see that magic was used.
Yeah, I'm the only
Yeah.
person in the party
Our
without
reason.
one.
It
Wait,
lets
what
us
is this?
know where things have gone as well.
Okay, great. I don't know. I point my bracelet.
It starts
What do I
like
do?
going off, and you're familiar with this. It's sort of like a compass.
Oh, I check my compass.
Yeah, it's like a bracelet. It has, think of it sort of like it has a watch on it, and the full of where like he would have reappeared is now leading you down towards out of the palace and down into the city.
I just had one. He just teleported away. He's headed into the city.
What's your position?
I tell him exactly where I am.
They're just like right outside the palace where all the
I'm right outside the palace.
I
We're stopping
I go
traffic.
full
He's in his
speed.
uniform. I tell him a description of him, whatever he looked like, what his race was, and everything.
Oh, as you looked at him, he was wearing. Couldn't really tell what he looked like because he had a helmet on.
Okay, what
wearing
part I could
the same
see?
red and gold. What was he?
I don't know. He was kind of short. He was kind of slouching. That's how I could tell he wasn't a real guard.
Speedy speed.
He's headed into the city, and he grinned at me, so I really hate him. Anyway,
Maybe he was just hitting on you. Like
That
I'm
was
gonna
probably
hit on
something-
him with my scythe. Let's go.
anyway.
So, you begin following out towards that way.
Yeah, I'm
Prometheus,
following
you
with my little tracker.
begin following around also.
Ling, do you want to get your little blaster rifle ready? Why am I thinking Star Wars? That's why I'm thinking Star Wars. Never mind. But like, you want to just do the shooty shoot when you see him, but don't kill him because we want to torture him. I mean, question him.
Why would I not shoot?
Just don't shoot to kill. Shoot to wound grievously.
I commandeer a horse from someone in the stopped traffic. I take one of their horses. I'm just like, official business. I'll bring it back.
I
And
know how to
keep
get on
running.
this horse, even
Before
though it's so
anyone-
tall.
Questions me. So I take a horse so I can go faster to chase this guy.
Also, I'm
Lee,
continuing my route.
can you roll stealth for Nova, please? With advantage because he's invisible.
Oh, like,
Also, how many guards did I notice were missing outfits?
You saw about 8 dead and there were 4 missing outfits.
Oh, boo.
So I'll communicate to other groups. So there's possibly 4. There's at least 4 fake guards among us,
At least 3 more. I'm chasing one.
and they were able to take out 12 guards.
Absalom and Larkspur, roll
Yes.
a perception check for me, please. Or investigation. You can do roll either or.
Okay. What did I roll? I'm gonna do investigation because I don't have my shield on me, and it will give me advantage. So for
I'm gonna do perception because I got a +7 on that one.
Okay,
I got 18, or natural 18 for investigation.
nice. All right.
I
very
got
nice.
25 for perception.
As you guys begin making your way through, you notice that the blood splatter is kind of off in certain spots, and as they're stationed before certain doors, it's strange. Looks like it wasn't a fight; they were just taken out. You continue making your way, and this leads back into one of the chambers that leads towards where the nobility stays, towards their commerce. As you enter in, you notice you especially both
Wait,
of
you said it leads to the where nobility stay?
yeah, where they stay. Just some like a back hallway to where some of the back doors were. As you both are walking by, pacing around quickly, you both see one of the doors appearing to be shut, but as you're looking at it upon further inspection, you can tell that's sort of been tampered with. You both walk in, and there on the ground, you see Genth, dead, blood just everywhere.
Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, so Genth is an imposter.
What?
Around this time.
So I communicate that to the entire group. Genth is an imposter. We need to find him and kill him. Well, interrogate, torture him.
How do you know Genth is an imposter?
I found
What's
him
going
dead.
on?
Oh, son of a snitch. He was
And
in a
so
zone
when
of
I
I
truth.
assume that he looks like he's been dead for longer than when we last supposedly
Like he
saw
didn't
him.
just get
Right.
killed.
Did you perform an
Yeah,
autopsy?
Okay.
With your perception and everything. You guys actually roll medicine for this to figure out what he has. Ling,
Me?
Yep, both of you can. Ling, as
Got me.
you guys are searching. You both are on the lookout, trying to catch up with Nora. You hear Nova's voice. Hey, boss. This guy, he's a little strange. The three guys he took with him, they're saying some weird stuff. You might want to listen in on this. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. And he begins moving.
Switch.
Okay. As you switch in, you notice that down in these tunnels, you haven't been to this part of the palace. You don't recognize it. It appears to be underground, sort of poorly lit. But you see as they've all been. They look like they're the guards. The three guards look like they're out of breath. And Dev stops for a second. And starts cursing as he smacks the wall over and over. That didn't go as smoothly as they thought. It was close. Hopefully they get the merchandise to the safe house. The rest of you, make sure that the rest of them, you find them. Don't let them find her. This is the most important. By now, and you see as he sort of looks down and looks at, picks up a pocket watch and looks at it. First in line for the throne should be executed by now. Things are going to plan. Protect me. Protect us all. The society will reward you all greatly for this. Stay here and guard these hallways.
The society.
I am leaving. As
So,
watches all of them salute, and he begins running further deeper into the tunnels.
so question. So before I came, I studied the nobles, and I studied the entire list. Did with the nobles that I saw at the palace and at the ball, and with the description that Phaleo gave me, and me being in the nobles' quarters, do I have any idea if there's a noble behind this?
The one that would be most suspicious would be Phaleo, but where he
Not
doesn't
him.
seem to be part of it, not really.
Okay. Also, when I found Genth, I'm running back to the tunnels where I saw him go down with the other guards.
You don't. Okay, yeah, you don't know where those tunnels are.
Well, to the area where he left.
I mean, he
Or
left
not
out the doors. You don't know where. You stayed up there. He walked down and then began running out throughout the palace. You have no idea which way he ran.
Okay, that's fair. But I do know he went to tunnels, right? Because he said tunnels.
Yeah, he said he was going to go through the tunnels.
All right, so I'll communicate that to the group. So he's going underground in tunnels. That's where Genth said he was last going to go. Other than that, I don't know exactly where he is. Also, Nora, you should probably let the palace know as well that there was an imposter in the palace, and that
I
imposter
am
was dead.
galloping full speed on a horse,
See,
chasing
I'm not
dog
the only
right
one who
now.
thinks it, Nora. Let them know. I'm flying up faster than you, above you.
Well, I have the tracky thingy on my wrist, so
I don't know how magic works. When they gave me that thing, it just looked like it was blinking and spinning, and I don't get it.
I can't write legibly when I'm going in a full gallop. I don't think you all understand
Well,
this.
whose problem is that? Obviously the kingdom's,
Mine.
because you can't tell anyone anything. And I'm just gonna say...
As soon as I get down here so I can punch you, just... Alright. As soon
What,
as
are you
I
gonna
catch
punch
the
my
car
kneecap?
from that head office.
So you guys are you're galloping through the streets. People are like, you're not giving heed. People are walking. You like almost run them over as they step away, looking confused.
Oh yeah, they're getting out of my way.
The sirens are still going. You make it out of the third. It takes you a little while, but you you're almost out of the third tier of Grimguard, and you're still following your little compass.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that till I'm stopped.
How is
Yeah.
this guy on foot being faster than...
He teleported.
He teleported. I'm trying to catch up. That's why I took a horse.
There's some very powerful spells that make you teleport
Fed.
quite a ways.
Dimension door.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. What, 500 feet? You can get quite a ways away. You guys continue going on. Ling and Prometheus, are you guys catching up, or are you like going and searching on your own?
Or are you following me and telling people to move out of my way?
I
Okay,
am
trying to catch up with Laura, or
probably...
looking out on your own?
Give me direction, I'll do whatever.
I will switch back and alert everyone to what I heard through Nova.
Are you kidding? Gosh dang it! Where are we
Can you
going?
have Nova tell us how to get in there if you sent him with Genth? How to get to where he is?
Can you guide me
can
to
you
where
go
Nova
after him
is?
And we can torture him.
Make sure Nova follows him so we know where he is.
It's done.
Good, we need him. We need him. He'll know where she is and maybe where the others are. The ones who aren't dead.
Prometheus, if you could join us as well as we go down.
I mean, of course. Why wouldn't I? I was just telling Ling to guide me, and I'll just go to where she wants me to go.
Also, DM, on the way back, I don't know if you saw my message, but I want to grab my shield just so it's with me again
No problem.
for my quarters. Okay.
No problem. So you make your way back into the ballroom, grab your shield. You see notice that some of the nobles are starting to wake up while you grab it. Very good. Oh no, you didn't have your shield with you. You had it in your room. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So you make your to your room. You notice as you see.
Oh yeah, I would
more
want to
guards.
grab my stuff too.
I figured.
Okay.
Begin making their way from the lower chambers where the teleportation circle was, and they begin making their way up to the palace. Some of them see you and are looking at you like, orders, sir.
We need to find the reinforcements, and I'll relay to them.
That was us. What do you need us to do?
Perfect. So are you familiar with Genth, who he was? He was the guy who's supposed to be guarding the princess. He's an
Yes.
imposter.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep.
Not good.
Yep, we found his actual Genth dead. We know they went in tunnels underneath the city, and there are people wearing guards' outfits that are imposters as well.
Yeah.
We know the princess is in a box somewhere. I'm assuming possibly in those tunnels that I mentioned beforehand, but possibly not as well. That's about as much as we know. We have one person chasing one known imposter while we're going down into the tunnels.
Very good. All right, we will start making our way. Are you coming with us?
Yes, I'm on my way to the tunnels right now.
All right, and they begin following you. Larkspur, I'm assuming you're following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or-
Quick question. Would someone I've met once count as familiar enough for the locate creature spell that I was just realizing that I actually have?
Someone that you've met
Because
once.
it just says,
Yeah.
like the prince. Yeah. So, like, could I use it
I mean, you
look-
spent several hours with her. Yeah.
Okay.
And
What
gun.
is, what
I'm
is
like,
the range?
right, I should do the range, within 1,000 feet, and okay, oh yeah, I guess it says later in there. It says so long as you've seen the creature up close within 30 feet at least once.
Okay.
If they're in a different form, like under a polymorph spell, it doesn't locate the creature, and it can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path
Okay.
between you and the creature.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
all right, would it be fair to be doing this on the run?
Yeah, you can definitely
I
do
guess
that.
it's okay. You good if I do that right now?
Yep. So, cast your locate creature
I just
spell.
lost track if I was interrupting someone, so I don't.
No, you're good. As you begin running, you guys all heading towards the tunnels. Some of the reinforcements have a schematic of the palace. You guys begin making your way there. You catch on to Natala's presence or aura heading away from the palace, deeper into Grimgard. And you have it for about a minute as you're running away before it vanishes and fades away.
I'll follow
Or-
your lead, Ling.
I'm still chasing this dude, just galloping full speed through the streets until I can catch up to him, or I can no longer follow.
Difficult. I mean, there's like still people in the streets and they're panicking, like not knowing what's going on.
Get out of my way! Clear the streets!
Why is
You
that
do notice,
dwarf on
like,
a horse?
your
She's so tall.
your item is now, as you're moving closer and closer, it begins getting brighter and brighter, letting you know that you're almost there.
Everybody out of my way!
DM,
As-
do I have a lock on the... Can I get a lock on this as well, or would I have needed to be present for the cast of the spell?
You would have needed to be present.
Okay.
For casting,
So,
for my
I-
spell or for someone else.
Oh, for the guy that teleported.
Yeah, I will
Okay, gotcha.
indicate to Prometheus that we will give Nora backup. As
And-
hopefully this perpetrator will head to the same location, though if they're smart, they wouldn't.
I don't know where he's going, but I'm chasing him because he's my only lead.
With my background as a city walker, do I know anything about this society?
Underground organization, crime organization. From what information you guys have tried getting, the Empire really hasn't been able to get a lot on it. You do know that.
They're good.
Huh?
They're good at
Yeah,
what they do.
they're good. They take care of any loose ends. They make sure they're not able to be, that things don't happen. And when they do happen, it's for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To answer your question, Lurksburg, the princess is going the opposite direction. She's heading back, like you can sense her heading in towards the city. The tunnels are sort of going underneath as you're making your way deeper in.
Gotcha. Okay, but you said that she ended up going out of range?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Was she headed into
I mean,
the
I
city or
would've-
out of it?
She was,
in-
she was heading deeper into the city. Yeah.
Deeper into the city. Okay.
Yeah, and I would have, relayed that, of course.
Mhm.
Over the... Okay.
Yeah.
Right, maybe the scumbag I'm
she still
chasing will
goes
know
out of
where she
range
is.
even if I turn around and follow? Because I guess that would at least let me know speed.
I mean, you can try. Because
Um,
Absalom's just
I mean,
leading a group of reinforcements into you guys have gotten about to the tunnels now.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Are they going after Gent?
So we're about to... So we got about to the tunnels where they were, and then... Would it be kind of doing a... entering the tunnels, be going back kind of the direction we came, or no?
So
If
the
that
tunnels
makes
are
any sense.
deeper underneath.
This is me with the reinforcements, by the way.
I mean, you have a general layout of the palace. You're not quite sure of where everything is. You've went deep. You went a layer deeper than where the teleportation circle is in the palace, and it seems like you're heading
Okay.
the tunnels as you've
So
reached them. They're heading with your general sense of direction and everything. You're heading into the palace, like away
So
from
they are
where the
going-
main doors are.
Okay, I'm just trying to picture like in relation to where I sensed where the princess was going. So
Oh, you've
entering
gone-
the tunnels would be going further away,
Yes,
or would they be doubling back towards? Okay.
That's been going for a while.
Okay, yeah, I would say, I'm gonna lead on the princess. She's headed the opposite way, and I'm gonna follow it.
Okay, so you start running your way back out.
It's so hard not having magic. I just want to have magic and shoot at things and track things, and I'm just a stabby boy.
Yeah, Ling, for sure. Like, you definitely see, like, there's different outposts that you're able to recognize. You recognize, like, where the prison is. And
I was looking specifically for criminal
Is-
criminal side of things. Though with this,
as you're flying over, you definitely see, like, houses and different sections of the city that are a little bit more run down. Even on the second level that you guys have gone down into now, that are, yeah, you can tell there's some stuff going on through there.
So, is Ling a good GPS, or is, like, Prometheus being like, do I turn here, like, every 5 seconds, like...
I think we're just following Nora.
I'm pretty
We're
easy to
going
follow right now. I'm like
You guys are
bellowing and shiny and galloping.
So Nora has the lock on the princess?
On
No,
the smiling god, that was not
Larkspur
really a
does.
god.
So, we
Yeah,
need...
Larkspur is like, hey, I'm going after the princess. She's headed away from the city, and I'll be like, I'm at such and such place, and I'll last cut track of her at
So
going in
then,
towards the city or wherever.
so Prometheus is basically like, why are we following this other guy when we know where the princess is?
I'll tell him, you guys go back up Larkspur, I'll handle this guy.
Noted.
They might go to the same place. Just go with Larkspur, I got this guy.
Around this time, Nora, you have made your way. You've gotten down into the second section of the city. Made your way down these ginormous steps that lead up to it, and there's like crowds gathering out, wondering what's happening. Lots of different lower nobles and families of higher standing are outside wandering. As you see, guards are like trying to keep them from heading up towards the palace. You begin making your way in, and you and Absalom, and not Absalom, sorry, you, Linkshot, because you guys are, and Prometheus, down in the third or the first tier of the city, you watch as 3 different explosions go off at random locations. You can sort of see as you're looking down. You see like some of the festivities are happening. Everybody that you're around starts to panic and starts running, causing a large commotion. Roll perception for me.
Do I roll perception too?
Do I roll perception? Oh no,
Yeah.
because I'm not flying. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you. It's just a rich there.
Wow.
Was I near any
Yeah,
of these explosions?
you're.
How do I not notice explosions?
No, you guys see
17!
you see the explosions.
The perception
Nora,
is for
as-
something else.
as the group, all the people start panicking and running and just causing commotion in the city, you're looking around, your horse rears up, almost throw you off, but you're able to get that simple. As you look off into the distance and you see that same guard mixed within the pile, smile, and then as people run away, he fades into the crowd.
How does he fade into the crowd if he's wearing a guard's uniform?
Ninjas.
Magic.
You don't
Magic.
see nothing appears.
I see him.
I mean,
Wait,
there's
I see him. I'm a cast. Wait, how far away is he?
from you, he'd be about 40 feet.
I cast command and I say, "Stay where you are," and I approach him.
It's one word for command.
Dang it! Then it's halt.
Or, oh, yeah, that works. I guess it's stop. You could say,
I'm gonna-
you could say fall. Prone.
Yeah,
Cast command.
That is, yeah. Nope. You watch as like he begins moving with the crowd before he just stops.
Great. I go up to him. I get off my horse. I grab him by the front of his shirt.
You have let's see. It's just one turn. You're 40 feet away.
But I'm on the horse.
Well, you said you got off. Oh, you took the horse off. I thought you got off.
When I'm next to him, I get off the horse. Not before that.
Gotcha.
Get off the horse and run!
No!
You get 10 feet away because there's a group of people. Like there's people just running in and out through the crowd. Like there's panic happening. You hear another explosion go off in the distance as people freak out, yell, and scream.
Okay, do I get to him though?
He rolled another 9. He's
still stuck.
Oh no, it's just until the next turn. Okay,
what?
never mind. Yeah, you get. Never mind. It's not. I don't have to reroll. I wrote it wrong. It's just till the next turn. You get about 10 feet away from him. But I mean, like he's pretty much there. He looks at you, still smiling. Starts taking a couple steps backwards.
Hang on, let me check how many spell slots I have. I don't actually know.
You have 3. It's right there.
But command is the first level. I have 4 first level spell slots in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So it shows on. See how it has spell slots? It says 1 for first level, and then it has 3 filled in and 1 empty. So you have a total of 4 slots, and you've used 1.
For level
and it's
1.
showing you that for level 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I cast command again and restate the same command so that I can get
this
closer
one's
to
even worse. This one's a 6. He gets ready to move and then stops again. Looking very. You are able to like get up next to him.
You just say
Great.
coronary, and he has a heart attack and dies.
I grab him, hopefully so he can't teleport away from me. And I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Absalom says over the comms. By the way, just as a PSA, we have magic handcuffs to make it so people can't, teleport.
Oh, great! I'm gonna in a second. Right now, I'm asking. I cast Zone of Truth, and I ask him, "Where is the princess?"
Looks at you. Just this large grin on his face.
Fine. Fine. I'm gonna slap the handcuffs on him, and then I'll punch him in the face real hard. That's an unarmed strike.
You have to like reach around and grab your handcuffs. It's not just like.
Okay, fine. I reach around and grab my handcuffs so I can handcuff him.
Like you're gonna be letting go of him to do this. These are like.
I can't get it one-handed.
They're manacles. Like
then I put him on the ground and I kneel on his back in order to get the handcuffs out.
Right. Okay. Contested grapple check. Roll strength.
Grappling is one of my feats. How do I?
While you're doing this, another 2 explosions go off. This time they're on the 2nd tier.
Wait, how do I do a grapple
thingy? Notice one is relatively close to you guys.
Wait, close to who?
You two. And I mean, I'm assuming you're close to Nora. It's about 100 feet off to the west, and the other one is a little bit farther.
Do I notice any instigators?
Roll perception for me.
First strength check, but then I'll have it as I have a feat for grappler. I have advantage on attack rolls against a creature you're grappling. You can use an action to pin a creature.
Lingshot, what should I be looking for?
Okay.
You do see by the one that was closest to you. There are 2 people, cloaked figures, as they begin running off into the frantic crowd. But you've seen them. They're sort of running away further to the west, sort of south-southwest direction.
So do I see that with my 31 investigation?
Oh yeah.
I speed towards the slower-looking one.
Well, One of them is going to get really slow really quickly.
What was your
I
grapple?
rolled a 14 from a grapple.
Okay.
And that's
Is
with
he-
your feet.
On the ground.
Natural
you should have
19.
advantage.
As you try to push him and
Wait,
grab him
was
onto
that
the
with your
ground.
feet? You said you get a. Or did you do it twice?
No, she's
I
grappling
get
with
a
you
her
get
bonus on
hands, not her
attack
feet.
rolls against a creature you are grappling.
As you
Yeah,
try to
so you only
pin him
did
to the
one.
ground,
Yeah.
he slips out from under your grasp as you're still reaching for those manacles. He smiles at you. You're not going to get us this time. As you watch him weave the same similar hand motions.
Stab him.
Another, you see like your little watch, ding 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 ding. They're pointing you farther south.
I get back on the horse. And I start chasing him again.
That was close. That was close. That was good.
We are
I
not
almost
having
had
a
it.
good time.
All right. Ling shot. Let's see. 14 will definitely hit as Prometheus is zooming through. Closer. You take your shot as one of the human figures.
Ling,
you
how much
watch
do
as
you
he's-
weigh? Drake, how much does Ling weigh?
Let me take a gander at that.
Because
Not much.
not much, because I have a feeling that I don't reach the max on the broom with just Ling on there.
40 pounds.
40 pounds. So, DM, this might help you to know that Ragamuffin moves 50 feet.
Wait.
You're a speedy boy.
Yeah, we're a speedy boys, right? We're a speedy boy.
Yeah,
and
you
girl
were
right
like,
now.
you almost got like on top of them as Ling fires down, shoots them in the back. As you watch, as like he's trying to. You notice as you get closer, he's beginning to try and light something as your Ray of Frost just slams in the back as he drops it. The flame sort of goes out, and this bottle rolls away from his hands.
A bottle?
Kind of looks like just like a wine bottle or
Is it cheap wine or expensive wine?
man, you
Molotov
can go down.
cocktail.
That's not even a good brand.
By the way, I'm assuming that we aren't just handling one perpetrator. So, how many people were there?
You saw two.
Only 2?
Two that were like right there that were running away after making this explosion. As this building is now on fire.
Okay, well, the second one probably isn't all that far either.
Oh no, he's not very far at all. You guys like caught right up to him. He's like running around, and you see him, and he's looking around. He's panicked, and he's like continuing to run further into the crowd.
Yep.
Okay, definitely has. Yep, as you slam the second one, he gets hit. Slams into one of the side of the building, or some like freights around the side of the building, and slowly, much slower, begins still trying to
Right.
run into the crowd.
So, Prometheus, what are you doing with the broom? Because I'm going to use that to decide what Ling is going to do.
Well, did Ling tell me anything while we were going?
No, you just saw him shoot two people.
Did either of them go down?
One of them fell to the ground. The one that like dropped everything, and the other one, he's not dead, but he's like
So, right as I saw the shot, I want to go, do we want to kill this one first and then go for the furthest one, or what, Ling?
I'm merely apprehending at this point.
Then I go, it's easier to apprehend one than two, so I want to do a ride by slash at the one on the ground, and then I want to keep going towards the other one.
Drive through execution.
Oh boy. Yep.
Just
roll for
grim
attack.
beat the head.
He is prone, so you have advantage.
If his head like pops off, you should grab it and like tie it to your belt. Just saying.
Let's see if I can get
Shush!
this to work.
Raziel is dead.
What? Say it again.
Raziel, shush, you're dead.
The first
No
one's a
problem.
22. Does that hit him?
You fly right over him. Just the sight just takes him out as he like starts turning back around to look as you guys fly right over him, and quickly deal away with him.
So he's dead. Cool. I keep going.
Oh yeah, you catch up immediately. Like you have.
Here, Ling,
50 feet of him.
apprehend this one.
Well, this
He's like
one.
trying to run into one of the alleyways right now, freaking out as you guys have just zoomed right up to him.
Yeah.
He's
no,
knocking over some boxes and other things.
Well, the fun thing is. Oh, there's so much fun stuff I could do. Including. Something very unexpected, known as a flying no missile.
Is that where you launch yourself at him? you pull a baby Goku and like launch through his chest like King Piccolo.
Oh, by the way, for the one we're going after, I'm gonna try to just ram him with the broom while we're heading towards him. But I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna try and like straight into him. I don't know what you want to do for that, but like.
Oh,
I'll have that be like you can roll strength, just straight up strength.
Oh, straight up strength.
Yeah.
He's gonna die.
yeah, I have the cuffs out and ready.
Don't worry, it's only a 16.
Yeah. Like you slam into his back. Roll. I'm gonna have you roll damage for that.
Okay.
D4 plus your strength.
Do you want to do
modifier.
this like a force damage falling thing, or a D4 plus my strength?
D4 plus strength.
Yep.
Isn't your strength modifier like whacked crazy?
It's
Plus
7.
7.
It's 11. I didn't put roll first.
Roll.
He only takes 13 damage.
As you slam, like just the ends of your broom into
Broom
his
up the
back,
butt.
you hear a snap, and he falls down.
Oh,
Dead.
He's dead.
Did you
I'm
do
s-
non-lethal damage?
I will hop off the broom and look to whatever he has.
So will I. I also want to. How far away is he from the other body?
He made it about 30 feet.
I'll be
Not
like,
far.
Ling, you check this one, and I'm gonna go back real quick and check the other one.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
When the dude teleported away from me, how far away is he from me?
You don't know distance? For sure.
I
You
can't
know
see it on
direction?
my blinky thing.
It doesn't tell you distance, unfortunately.
It doesn't. How bright is the blinky?
It's about as red as it was when he teleported away from you the first time.
Okay, I'm gonna message Larkspur and say, "Where are you? I'm coming with you to get Genth." Or Genth. No, wait, no, you're not after Genth. The princess. You're following the
We are
princess.
after again.
Yeah.
Or
hold
I'm
on.
Larkspur
Oh,
is
you're
like coming out of the palace now.
Oh, I thought you had sensed the princess and were chasing her.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
down in the tunnels.
But
like, she was.
Yeah. I'm running through the palace. I
I'll
guess.
think you've like made it. You've probably by this time made it onto like one of the front lawns, and you're like, you're just making your way out of the perimeter, like out of the front gate of entrance to the palace. So you're just
All right.
outside.
Have I? And I'm still sensing her, or have I lost her?
Yeah, you're not sensor.
But she was in the
Okay.
tunnels?
No, she was heading
So I was in the tunnel.
towards like your guys' direction.
Oh, the princess was not
Yeah.
in the tunnels.
Correct.
Okay.
Absalom is hunting down Gut.
Okay, never mind. If we don't have a lock on the princess, I'll keep going after this dude. I'm
I
still
mean, if I
galloping.
get close, like I can.
That's all I wanted
I
to
have
check.
spell
Is,
slots, so I could cast it again. But
I mean, maybe grab a horse and get a little farther into the city and then do that.
yeah.
Just commandeer a horse.
About
And
where
wait a
was
minute.
I at when I? Yeah, did I just? How long
Did you
after I started running did I lose this signal?
It was
So to
about a
speak.
minute after.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Both of you, as you begin investigating, you notice just two normal human people. One's male, one's female. Physical features for the male: short, dark brown hair. Like what were blue eyes. Little strap on his chin. Pretty well built. Just wearing this robe, some just basic like commoner clothing. You do see a note. This one will be for you, Prometheus. It states, meet up with 25. You and he shall take on building 12-5 at 11:32. Ling, you see this woman. A darker brown hair. Human, once again, same features. And you see that that is a knife, just like a dagger. And you notice this sort of like a tinder box. Several bottles of liquor, and another note made up with number 24. 11:23 you shall take out. And then, whatever, I just said 1-20.
I'm gonna shove the corpse that I have in my bag of holding for further examination, because I want to check the body for something.
You cannot shove an entire human body in your bag of holding.
What?
Like, you can't open, like, you can, they can fit in there, but you can't just, like, open it up and, like,
You gotta dismember it first.
Whoa,
it's a guy, yeah.
But the bag of holding is big enough for that, by dimension-wise.
It's just a regular bag opening it up. You can't just,
Yeah.
I'm gonna dislocate the shoulder bones so that it can be squeezed in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing that I did to the other guy.
No problem. Yep. No problem.
I'm gonna notate that as slightly mangled corpse.
Sounds good. We'll cut over to Absalom now.
Awesome.
Keep making your way.
Crush the rebs a bit as well. Just
Yeah,
FYI.
probably just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Someone was using some help. He's a little hurt. You guys. Okay, you have about 5 other men with you right now.
Okay.
As you continue going deeper into these tunnels, some of the other guards have already split off into other tunnels down beneath. It's sort of meant to be like a safety bunker. Tunnels to confuse anybody trying to get in or out of the palace that they aren't supposed to be. You continue making your way through as you wonder. Roll. You can either roll investigation or survival to try and navigate the tunnels.
I'm gonna do survival.
Oh, very nice. You're able to successfully navigate.
Also, I thought I was getting instructions from Ling.
Ling's been sort of
Because
preoccupied.
of Nova.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
He's been hunting down people right now.
Yeah.
But no, you're successfully, you're able to find the things, the tracks, just the slight imprints of but with the 20, you're able to make your way through. As you continue to notice as the tunnels begin to descend farther and farther, as you descend several flights of stairs, before you come to a door at one of the bottom of the tunnels. It is slightly open, just slightly ajar. It is complete darkness on the other side. There's much sound.
There is much sound?
There isn't. You
Okay.
hear the panting of the other soldiers as you guys have been running, but that's about it.
I pull out my lantern. And then I'll have one of the guards light it with their torch. If they have one, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. And then I will use that, and I will... Yes, my quote-unquote ever-bright lantern with the homemade graffiti on the side. Still mad I didn't get that, but I am using what I have, okay? So I'll pull out the lantern. It gives me, 60 feet of vision, I think? I think, 60, I can see normally, and then, another 60, it's, dim.
Yeah, yep.
And then I will... stand a little bit further back and then open the door with the tip of my sword.
As you open it up, it opens into this larger chamber. About the end of your 120 feet of sight, you see 3 doors on the other end. You notice there's several different large boxes laid all around the room. like different, just like as if there were supplies laid down there. Lots of them are tied in nets for rope, keeping them all together, sort of obstructing some of the views of the room.
I want to be really careful going around these. I want to check around the boxes first, and I also want to see if there are any boxes that are standalone that are big enough to, I don't know, hold a person.
Roll perception for me.
Okay. And I have an advantage with that. I got 11.
Yeah, advantage.
There are several boxes that could be standalone. No problem. They're bundled up next to other boxes. But they also seem to be like tied in these nets that don't seem to have been undone for quite some time. Lots of dust on them.
Okay.
Oh,
So
you're lucky duck. As you are walking around and looking around with your light, with your lantern, as you're holding it out of the, as you're starting to turn one of the corners, you do notice a shadow from around one of the boxes that your light is just sort of letting you see of some fingers ready to pounce out.
I firebolt it.
I mean, you can't really you can firebolt the shadow. You're around the corner, it's like
I'm around the corner. I can
just enough so you could it shows the light and you're able to see it.
Okay, I'll signal over the guards silently and just point them around the corner from this box.
Okay. You notice as two of the guards crouch down immediately. Both of them pull out a crossbow. They start to. Oh yeah, no problem. They quietly this is Splinter Cell style. All the boxes, no noise. As they get up on top, I haven't seen that in a while.
Right?
It's been a while.
As they get back up and they look down, they both nod at each other, look at you, waiting. They nod, look back down, and you just see and a body. You see it as the shadow increases as this hand reaches out across, just laying dead on the ground. They nod to each other, motioning for the other two guards to the other guards go and start pulling the body away quietly. I'll start looking through it.
And as they're doing that, I want to keep looking around.
Okay, roll another perception for me.
Okay, just until all the little corners of the room, and then that one's a 10.
Roll with advantage. You have these two guys. Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant to say. So as you're looking up, you have these two guys now sitting on the top. They're sort of in
Do I
the
have
dark.
advantage now?
No, just advantage. Oh, you were rolling with advantage right now.
Because I already have advantage with my shield.
Right. Yeah, roll once. Yep. Roll again. Yep.
Roll again? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try and make something different happen.
17!
One of the guards successfully in the far corner behind one of the boxes is pointing towards you, motioning. He doesn't really have a shot at it, but he's seen movement, and he motions to you that there's some movement over there.
Okay. I'll go over with the other guards. And I want to go... I don't want to approach directly where he could attack from. I want to try and go around back, if that is an option, if I know what that looks like.
It's this one's sort of offset. There is a small gap between the wall and the boxes that you could squeeze in between. It'd be a tight fit, but you could potentially do it.
Okay, I want to have the two guards kind of be in front of that area, and then I'll go squeeze behind the gap.
Yeah. As one of them still rummaging through, the one guard that wasn't doing anything and the other one that helped pull the body begin moving forward. And they're not as quiet. They're being a little bit louder as you begin squeezing through the gap. Roll acrobatics.
Okay. 15.
No problem. As they start making their noises, moving around, you all hear the sound of someone moving behind you. Make your way through, being as quiet as you can. It looks like they are making more noise. It's more noticeable. As you come up behind, I'm assuming your lantern's still out. as you
Yeah.
come behind you, the person there's a you notice there's
Walking through with a lit lantern as you're
right, just a person facing towards the wall. The light now shining. Immediately he turns around. You get an action.
I get an action.
Yeah, you're surprising.
I will attack. So I get 2 attacks. So actually, no, I get 3 because I have my Tango out. It's been out this entire time.
Is this the Gent?
So the first one
imposter?
is 17 to hit. And it does 9 damage.
Okay, as you immediately rush forward, stab him in the gut. He lets out from the blade.
And then I would like to try and not kill him if I can. I don't know if that's possible. But
All right, yeah. Oh, you can
and then the second one is also 17 to hit, and it does 14 damage.
Yep, this time as you take it out, you take where the hilt of your sword is and just smack it against where his temple would be, and he falls down. Unconscious, but still alive.
Was that Gent
And
or the Gent imposter?
No, this was just
Just
somebody hiding in there. Yep.
Okay.
do I recognize them as any of the guards that were with us earlier?
They do not look familiar now.
Okay. And is that pretty much all the corners of the room?
You do see, though, as you knock him out, his form does start to shift slightly. His jaw becomes less defined. His skin color becomes a little paler.
Wait, did he look like Phaleo?
No,
Okay.
don't look like him.
Okay.
You can roll.
But apparently he's a shapeshifter.
Yeah, you can roll like history or intelligence.
I'll check history. 16.
You know that throughout the world there are different races that have the ability to change their appearance on command.
Oh,
They're
okay.
not super well known. There aren't a ton of them, but there are some.
Interesting. So I'll pull him out and to the other 2 guards and just whisper to them, like, he's alive. Changeling.
Yeah, they're not.
And then, is that all the corners of the room, basically?
Yeah, you've got all of them. You've got them.
Okay.
Now there's just like a larger door on the other end.
Okay. Do I... oh, wait, so there is 1 large door and then 2 smaller doors?
Yes.
Okay. I want to continue tracking the footprints that I saw earlier, if I can.
Roll another investigation.
Investigation?
Mhm.
18.
All right.
I'm rolling well tonight.
You are. As you're looking around, you step out, and where this soft dirt floor is, there are tons of footprints leading from all 3 doors, all of them looking relatively fresh, but you do see more traffic heading out of the small third door to the left.
Okay. I want to take out my rope, and I want to bind the guy that I just knocked out, and then I can cut it. I can cut the rope because I have mending rope, so when I reattach it later, it will just be fixed.
Yeah.
And then, I'm wondering if I want to take the guards with me, or actually, I'll say over comms, I've captured 1 alive. I'm going further into the tunnels.
Copy that.
I don't know what I want to do with this guy. I think what I'll do... Oh, I have a good idea. So I'll take him, I'll lift him up, and I'll put my movable rod up, and I'll, like, string his hands on the rod.
Okay.
Tied up to it. So he's, like, floating in the air.
Yep.
And then from there, I will go... if the other guard is done going through the guy's stuff, I'll
Yep.
take all 5 of those guards. And I'll have that guy hidden behind the boxes still.
Okay.
And then I'll go through the smaller door with the guards.
All right, sounds good. About this time, all right. Let's see. Nora and Lurkspur, you 2 would have met up together.
Well,
Oh,
I think Nora was saying if I didn't actually have, because I was gonna get closer and then try and pick up the trace again. So she was going to keep chasing after the one person until I got her.
Yeah, I'm still chasing him until she has a lock on the princess. If she gets a lock on the princess, I'll come back for her. Until then, I'm chasing this scumbag.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you'll continue
and then,
moving forward, then Nora.
And I would have, and just as a side, I would have been, if I had the opportunity to grab a horse or something.
Oh yeah, no problem. I figured.
I would have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. So, Nora, you continue moving deeper now, heading down into the near the first tier of Grimguard. The closer you're getting, the more panicked, the more crowds there are. You now start to realize down here there seems to almost be like riots going on as people. Like, it doesn't look like the guards have control at all over the people. People are running down the street, screaming, yelling. There's some people with torches, and they're breaking in to some of the shops the closer you're getting down.
It's like April this year.
Yeah, kind of, actually. Some of those people are trying to break through walls of guards, getting up, and they are successful as they're getting up into the second tier of the city and starting just to toss torches into buildings and catch them on fire. Like, the city is increasingly going into chaos by what things are going on. As you're riding, you hear the fitting, familiar sound of your satchel. It's hard moving through all this chaos and people as you're trying not to hurt them. It's hard. It's slowing your progress.
So I'm not caught up to this guy.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna look and see what the message is.
From
my satchel.
Okay, sorry. I'm back now. Sorry.
That message. Oh, okay. Yeah.
To all importance. Situation status report. Send in. First son of the Emperor. Fallen. Dead. Ninth heir. Missing. 13th princess. Unaccounted for. In search of. Currently. Please, with all everybody else has been captured or brought back. Please, quickly. This is the uttermost importance. For the Emperor. Right at the bottom.
Okay. I'll write an update and let him know. Genth was an imposter in pursuit of Princess and her captors. We still have Nova with Genth, right? Is it fake Genth?
Yes.
Okay. We have a location on Genth's imposter and are tracking him. We'll send update as soon as there is one. Okay, I send that. I'm telling him I just updated head office. The first in line to the throne is dead. The 8th is still missing, and everyone else except for our princess has been brought back, right? I got that right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'd let everybody know. Yeah, and then I'm gonna... Is my blinky light getting much brighter, or is he, making himself far or farther away?
It takes you to where he reappeared. So, it is getting brighter. As you are writing this letter on this horse, the crowd starts to gather around you, and you see people with pitchforks and other clubs and everything start chanting and yelling at you. Not really any words, but are just looking very angry. You hear a couple say, "Down with the Emperor, down with the Emperor," as 2 or 3 people come and start taking swings at the horse.
Do I hear anyone saying "down with the Emperor"?
You're gonna stab a horse!
Roll perception. You're still in the second tier. Nora's almost down to the first tier.
I really hope I don't hear this.
As one comes up with this giant club and just smacks it, the horse rears up as it hits its second leg and it buckles, and you fall off of the horse. People start, now are swarming around you, Nora.
Oh! Yay! Hang on. I have to check something here real quick.
I got a 27 on perception, by the way.
As you guys are still like flying around, start looking again, you do hear chants coming further south with that.
Okay.
It is increasing. Like it seems like this entire bottom tier is either in chaos, and like anarchy, you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, and there are many voices and there's a lot of shouting, and you can start to hear some of that.
I'm gonna go over our earring whatever stone thing, and I'm gonna go. Do we know where the princess is?
Then I'll say over the comms, I'm on my way.
I'm going back.
Not what I asked.
On my way to the last known location. I'm hoping to be able to get track of her again.
If we don't find
the crowd around me trying to mob me,
if we don't find the princess, I'm going to kill every dissident I find.
I tell them, I am not your enemy. Let me through.
And I would also say like where I'd last sensed her to over the I last sensed her heading towards the city with whatever the most descriptive information that I have, if that makes sense.
Yeah, south of your location was probably the most descriptive. You haven't spent much time in the city.
So, do they let me through when I tell them to?
Are you trying to persuade them or intimidate them?
Probably intimidate.
Intimidation.
It's interesting. You're like, I'm not your enemy. I'm
just gonna kill you if you get in my way.
I'm not your enemy, but I will be.
Ripping onto your hammer now as they are continuing to get closer and closer and closer.
Okay. I cast, what is it called? Spirit Guardians?
Ooh, fetch.
Because it's just me against a mob right now, and I'm like, lick. No. I cast Spirit Guardians, 2?
Push 2.
I did it.
And you're gonna be rolling
so I have
every round.
Some Spirit Guardians with me now. They look angelic because I'm not evil. And I'm like, let me through! And they should feel a little more impressed now, I hope. I don't want to attack them.
It's their turn. I need you to roll 3d8 damage.
Alright.
Yeah, there's one at the top there. Or do you want another one?
Was that the one at the top then?
Yeah, that's.
Is it the 6? DM, is that the 6 or do I re-roll it?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. You notice as about 4 or 5 of the mobsters just shout in pain as they fall down, as your two spirit, as your
my Spirit Guardians
just stand and they just fall down lifeless. You see their eyes sort of glowing with this radiant energy. Some of the people look down confused. Roll another intimidation with advantage now.
How do you add advantage without just doing it twice?
You just do ADV.
ADV? Sweet. 23?
Everybody's seeing 4 or 5 of the mob members just fall down dead with these what do your spirit guardians look like?
The scales of justice.
Oh, that would actually be really cool.
That would be cool, but
it's just a lady in a blindfold and a sword.
Oh yeah, they're the lady with the blindfold and the sword.
Okay. Lady Justice.
They're really tall too.
Right, that's what 12 feet tall, just standing there as they're looking around, freaking out.
Glowing.
They begin running, but it is their turn. I need you to roll another 3d8.
Her spirit guardians look like
Alright, do you want to do it non-lethal or just leave it?
So there's no non-lethal with this. This is
no non-lethal with this one.
This is radiant. You watch as you have a mob of 20 people. You watch as the rest of them fall down and just are dead. People out in the crowd watching this are screaming, saying, "The Emperor is trying to kill us! It was all true! He's against us! He wants us all dead! This was a setup from the beginning!" And people begin fleeing.
You started a riot, damn it.
They were already rioting! They were attacking me, and they killed this poor innocent horse that I commandeered.
Oh, they just broke its leg. You just killed it with your justice.
If they broke its leg, I was gonna have to kill it anyway.
That's true.
Fair.
The horse will have to die.
They killed it
Fair.
by breaking its leg. Yeah. Anyway, they were definitely rioting when I got here, so I'm heading back towards Larkspur, and I'm taking however long my spirit guardians can hang around, I'm taking them with me. I don't know how long they last.
2 wrongs
But they're
don't make
staying.
a right, okay?
What is it?
But 3 wrongs do.
What's the duration? Okay, I'm gonna keep concentrating on them as long as I can keep them up. And I'm heading towards Larkspur. I say, Larkspur,
And
what's your
like,
position?
These wings emerge from it as it begins flying up and following above you. People are looking out in fear. You hear shouting of, like, judgment has come. We are all going to die. The hand of the Emperor is finally upon us.
I mean, I only wanted to find the people that kidnapped the princess. Y'all just had to go and attack me.
I mean, that
Anyway,
means they deserve
Larkspur,
death.
what's your position? I'm
I would.
leaving a mob. They just tried to attack me. I had to kill some of them. Anyway, I need to not be alone now.
Do
Yeah, I would
you need
relay
a
my
hug? Is that what
position.
you're asking for? Or do you need us to kill people?
You guys are like Ling and Prometheus. You guys are seeing like that line of guards that was keeping people up from the second. Like they're just getting trampled down. There's very few people left, stopping this giant riot from continuing up into the second tier of the city.
So, what do you want to do,
The
Ling?
second tier is already in chaos, with buildings still being like lit on fire periodically.
Should we go
but
loot
it's just-
a store for materials to help us kill all these, defend against these peasants?
Why do we have store needed? Isn't the priority locating the princess?
Well, Larkspur doesn't even know if the princess is alive or where the princess is at this point. So we need to meet up with Larkspur so she can re-scry if it's even possible. And then,
Well, it's
you
not
know.
scrying. It's.
Listen, I don't know all the fancy terminology. All I know is
Fair enough.
magic binoculars or whatever the hell. And then we know where we're going. And then I kill things, and then hooray, we're the Emperor's favorite people again.
Head towards Larkspur. Meanwhile, DM, how far away are we from the line to the second tier?
It'd be several hundred feet away. I mean, it's a large city, so most direct paths you're probably built 300-400 feet away.
Straight up, as fast as I can. Can I dash on a broom? Because I want to do that.
I'll let you. Yep. Yeah.
So these guards, there's probably no guards left at this point. Are
I
there?
mean, they're like trying to keep the peace, but there are just people like on the first tier. There's people just swarming them and like kicking them down and beating them.
There's a couple things that I can do at this point, all of which sound really fun.
I'm down for fun.
Oh, shoot.
I can swing my scythe, swing my adamantium scythe.
That's exactly my
Mow 'em
plan.
down, mow 'em down. I will. Oh, this might be. Oh, but it's so small, dang it. How wide across is this line that the guards are attempting to hold?
I mean, it was hundreds of feet. Like the stair. I mean, it's like probably 200 feet. Like for these stairs that's on upwards.
Oh, if it's that wide, I'm not sure that I can do much.
So you see, like there's like probably like the center part. The main forces have now sort of concentrated. There are people now moving up the stairs. There's probably like, yeah. I mean, they're spread out sporadically, but
Okay, because I was originally going to put the fear of my patron in, but that
Do it.
doesn't have a big of a range. But I want to do it anyway as the fun part.
just do it, man.
Okay, so right
so
where
death and
I will,
destruction will you go?
I mean, it has such a tiny range, but I will guide Prometheus to a good center point where I can have a nice 10-foot cube of effect. And I will... Ooh, I want to describe this so good, but my English is probably not up to it.
Go for
Fine,
it.
just do. Go for it. I'm excited.
I will get off the broom and like hover my way down. And as I'm coming down, there's going to be this moment where like my image just shifts and where for a moment my face does this. And I will say leave. And so they all have to make a DC 16 wisdom save or be frightened. And I would like to also intimidate beyond that range if possible.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. There's a lot of people. I'm just gonna roll one, and it's a natural one. You see as like everybody that's trying to like ascend this giant stairwell look at you, and you just like the fear is tangible as you like your hair sort of just lights up this like
Guys,
beige
Ling
green
is so
color
hot.
as you're floating, and there's like this presence. They like just comes behind you. This giant terrible fairy face, and your voice echoes throughout all of them. You see people as like they were screaming and running up with like this like immediately freeze. A lot of them drop their weapons and start running back down. There are still some that are still like running up the sides, but you got a good chunk of them. Yeah.
Okay, that was awesome. That was more than I wanted right there. I will
Nice.
return to the broom.
You get back on the broom. Prometheus.
Yes.
Not everybody else is sending stone, but you hear Surgeon's voice. Prometheus, what's going on? They just cut off the teleportation circle here in the palace. What the
Emperor's son is dead.
There's chaos.
The line of succession
no.
is in challenge. The princess is kidnapped, and basically, there's riots going on everywhere. Everyone's turning against the emperor. We need to. It's time to start killing peasants, I think.
This wasn't because of that gnome's death, was it?
What gnome? Oh no, the little douchebag. I don't think so. Can I like
Is
make
this
an
over
intelligence
our
check to see if I associate the two?
DM.
I'm gonna do it.
Yes, Absalom.
Oh, you Prometheus asked something and he didn't hear.
You were
he didn't
totally
hear what it said.
silent.
Yeah, you were
Oh,
silent.
sorry.
Yeah.
I said yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't hear.
5. It's a nat 1.
Your mind is in scrambles right now. Like it's maybe you don't know. It's not the most pressing matter at hand.
What
Like,
gnome?
Princess of
Ling is fine.
That gnome.
Prometheus, what can I do? What can I do?
Is
I don't know what to do here at the palace. Like
surgeons in the palace here, right?
yes.
Are you able to hold the palace?
I mean, right now, I don't know. There seems to be commotion coming from the ballroom. Many of the nobles are not knowing what's going on, are getting angry. We put some guards in there. trying to
Defend
keep
the
them calm,
nobles.
but-
Any noble who speaks out or tries to leave, arrest them.
All right, so we can do
That
that.
means don't throw them in the dungeon. Just put them in time out or something with a guard watching them. Maybe if you have to, no, you can't hit them. That's not in our purview.
Yes. There's a crowd gathering. They have torches outside the castle.
Kill them,
I can.
or try to scare them away.
What is that? I just see like something just appeared. It's oh no, and
What
then
is it?
he like cuts out.
I tell the rest of the committee of like the palace is under attack. Something just appeared. We have to make a decision right now. Do we try and keep finding the princess, or do we go defend the castle?
The castle doesn't have anyone important. The princess is important. I'm staying in the tunnels.
Yeah, the princess. We can go back to the main palace
We
later.
don't even know if the princess is alive. Surgeon and other soldiers, people that serve the empire, are in the
Then
palace.
go there. If you think you're being effective where you are, then don't go. If you don't think you're being effective where you are, then go. I think I'm on the right track where I am.
I'm gonna go after the princess. You can go to the castle if you want.
Ling, I will let you decide. Do we go to the palace, or do we follow everything else?
The fortifications of the palace are to protect. Princess is not in the palace, and so we need to find.
All right, let's find the
But if
princess.
If something's in the palace, though, that means the fortifications are null.
This is
I think if you think you are effective right now, then stay where. If you don't think you're effective right now, then go to the castle.
Listen, we're less effective split apart like this. We need to make a cohesive decision.
That's why if you reunite with Surgeon, that would be good.
Ling?
I need to stay in the tunnels. I know
we can
that.
go there as well.
All right, to the palace I rush.
I'm trying to meet up with Larkspur still. With
Double
my angels.
dash. I don't even know if that's a thing,
All right.
but like Speedy Boy.
Double time.
All right. It's getting crazier. Like they're on the second tier. I mean, on the first tier, there's more and more fires, like explosions going off. Nora, you get another bidding.
I pull it out to see what it is.
It says, like, this one isn't formal at all. It says normal. What is going on? Our Requiem is under attack. We find the princess now. I don't know what's people. I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, I commented another horse, by the way. So that I'm not just
You're
waddling
writing
through
that
the
to the
streets.
person. You're writing that. He's like, I commented on a horse.
I did not write that. I haven't started writing it. I'm just as a side note. I'm on a horse
Okay,
again.
where you are, there's no horses down there.
There's no horses. Okay, then I
No.
like step off to the side so that I can write this real quick. Because I'm just going to write it on the back of that paper as a direct response. Cities in chaos, buildings exploded, riots in the streets, still searching for the princess. Good luck.
Absalom is on the case.
Astaris. He was a traitor.
Who? What does it say?
Mother.
We're hiding
One of the high
him.
priests.
We have the emperor. I'm sorry. I'm actually me like just trying to process. We have the emperor, and he's safe, but he is leading a rampage through the town, or through the through the city.
Asterius, was he the guy that went to fight the scarecrow?
He was the high priest. Oh my gosh. He led
He was the guy
coup.
that went to fight the scarecrow,
Mother.
right? DM.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Yes.
thought you were asking. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly talk to everyone else. Guys, I think the scarecrow monsters are in on this. I think they're attacking the palace, and they might be in this castle too.
Oh, I wonder if those are the things at this palace. Listen, guys, I think it might be time to teleport. We need to converge. Everyone to the palace. If you can give me a good enough description of the area where you see the Princess Larkspur, what we'll do at that point is I will attempt to teleport us all there at the same time.
But I'm on the
Okay.
trail. I'm in the tunnels.
I'm heading back up towards the main castle. I'm heading out of the crowds because I just got mobbed a minute ago. You can see me. I've still got my.
It's going to take you a very it took you a long time on horse. It's going to take
Never
you a very long-
mind. I don't have my angels anymore. It was 10 minutes.
So
Fair.
question
Oh
again.
yeah,
so,
no, those are gone.
so Astartes was the one who went to go attack the scarecrows?
Yeah, he was the one that told to go take care of the.
Oh, so
That's
he's
why
the
I
high
think the
priest.
scarecrows are there.
All right,
He's
so
a traitor.
One of the
Yes,
higher ones.
this is a traitor.
I
Can't
can't
trust anyone
wait
except each
to
other,
kill him.
I guess.
So,
All right, so
here's my plan. Everyone
Yeah,
can
so I
stay
would've-
stay doing what they're doing. If you can find and give me a good, as accurate description of where the princess is as possible, like the area around her, preferably if she's alive, then Larkspur and or Lingshot and I will go to the palace, see if we can secure a few extra guards to go with us. I will teleport there. We'll, kill the bad guys, and then, we'll figure it out from there. Does that sound good?
yeah.
Sounds good. I'm trying to meet up with Larkspur and we'll chase down the princess.
I'm
So
very
my plan
much-
is stayed the same now.
Trying to stay calm. Let's do this, please.
Alright, so Larkspur, you're scrying again?
Well, I was going to about as close as I could to where I last knew where the princess was. So have I reached that point?
I mean, you can scry on the princess herself.
Oh, I can.
I
still
thought you were
use
going to
the
do
scry
find
stuff?
creature.
Oh yeah, you can scry.
Yeah, I was
It's if they do not succeed. Oh, are you? Oh, okay. Sorry, I was.
I
looking
mean-
at the
I
wrong
mean-
thing. Teleport.
Yeah, if I
I was
have to
looking at
cast
that.
a spell, I only have the one spell slot for
Gotcha.
that one because
Gotcha.
it's 5th level.
Do
Oh,
the
yeah,
okay, you were
so,
trying to. You're doing the.
I was doing locate creature before.
Okay.
That's what we want.
Yeah. So I
I'm
was
pretty sure.
trying to, because she was going to be out of,
Mhm.
because she went out of range. So I was trying to go to where she was last in range, and then try and do it again from there.
I mean, she was last in range when you were in the palace. You have made your way farther out, and you still haven't found her.
You
Cast
know
it
magic
again.
things better than I do.
Well, you're saying that I. So you're saying that I lost track of her about a minute in, but I was heading towards the last point where I knew where she was.
Right? Yeah. No. You had started making your way towards where she was. Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah. So like, if I saw a ping of like, oh, that's where she is, and then it's
Right.
like, oh, she's gone off the radar. I'm going to where that ping last was.
Correct. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy out there. You still haven't made it that far.
How far have
well.
I made it?
Oh, I mean, like you're mostly there, but you're not quite there.
Okay, if I'm almost there.
Like I want you guys to think like a zombie apocalypse, World War Z, people running around craziness. Like the city, which have a lot of people, it's literally up in flames. Metaphorically, literally,
This is
every
great.
way.
Pedantically.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try finding her again.
Okay.
Since we're fairly close to where she last was. So, can I sense her or no?
Let me check on this really quickly. Look how let's look at this. Yep, nope. You are not able to find her. You don't get anything from her.
Okay, so I'd say, well, she's not in the area, like in the.
Like you feel. Let me describe it to you this way. Roll Arcana for me.
Okay.
Okay.
21.
You feel as your magical essence is heading out, trying to catch onto her, and it gets a certain it's leading you towards it, but you can't quite look on. But then there's something preventing you from getting an exact location. You know she's around, but you can't. There's something preventing you from figuring out exactly where specifically she is.
Okay. So kind of the magic equivalent of like a jammer,
Yeah.
probably has more to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Something's affecting her signal. Closest I can get is that she's in towards this area. I would say what kind of area that I can kind of point I might know that she's generally south or whatever, but I don't know exactly where kind of a thing.
It's not direction wise. You know she's within These thousands.
Just that she's.
But you don't
She's
have.
so she's somewhere. Okay, so I can tell that she's somewhere around. I just can't tell where.
You have no idea why. Yeah, where?
How close am I to Larkspur? Have I made it any closer?
You're making your way up. It's you're taking your time. It's gonna take you a little while.
I mean, I'm not intentionally taking my time.
No, I think you're like trying to make your way up quickly, but like
I'm worrying.
Yeah. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, I would relay where I'm at.
Because it's like considered difficult terrain.
Okay, so I know she's within 1,000 feet of you, Larkspur. Okay.
And that something is messing with my read on her. I think someone's using magic.
As soon as I get within 1,000 feet of Larkspur, I'm going to start searching everything in sight.
Okay, sounds good. Roll investigation. Absalom, back to you. Okay, you go through. Small door to the left.
Yes.
With your 5 men. Immediately descends into the staircase. Very different from the rest of everything that you've seen. As looking down, these stones look older. They are still well kept, but you can definitely tell like they were made older. They're not used very often. And looking like around, you can tell there was some sort of covering on this door on the stairwell, because this door leads just into like this sort of like a broom closet type area. So this is as if it was a trap door towards that has been removed and is now leading down into this cavern.
So there was a hidden door that I could tell that was there, but it's no longer there.
Correct. Yes.
Probably because it was too small to fit a box through. And then I'm gonna start going down.
Okay.
And I'm gonna watch out for traps.
Okay. Roll perception. Oh, you're looking for them. So no, you said you're watching out. You're not like searching for them. So just roll perception for me.
14.
All right. 14. Looking around, as you start heading down, it doesn't seem like there's anything. There's no traps. Nothing appears to be trapped. Are you going before the guards, or are you having the guards in front of you?
I'm going before the guards, and I have my shield up.
Okay.
So yes.
All right. As you begin heading further and further down, the corridor begins to curve around and sort of leads you around, but continues heading deeper and deeper. So you're essentially heading back towards the palace, but you're heading deeper underground. You continue walking 5, 10, 15 minutes past. Nothing. You're hearing these conversations about how the teleportation circle is broken. Astartes was a traitor and everything. As you continue walking, there's no lights. You're the source of light for your party right now. Continue walking. Another 15, 20, 30 minutes passes, which is this winding path that keeps leading further and further down.
It's going down?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not
gradually, not super steep anymore. You've got through the steep part, but it's gradually leading down.
Okay. I'm going to continue just a little bit, but I want to turn back to the guards and just basically inform them about the situation and be like, I'm not even certain this is the right direction, but I know it's been used by the people that have kidnapped the princess, and it would be a logical place to take her.
Makes sense.
But we've been going for a while, and we may be needed at the surface.
What are your orders, sir?
I think we continue just a little bit further. I guess we just have to move quickly. I guess move caution to the wind a bit for now. And then, if we find nothing, then we have to return.
Yeah. What's your passive perception? Absolutely.
My passive perception is not incredibly high. It's 14.
Oh, okay. As you're saying this, and you're kind of scanning around, looking around, you notice two of the guards, the ones with the crossbows. One blatantly is like loading it in front of you, and the other one is a little bit sneakier, but you're still able to catch him as you're like not paying attention that he's loading the crossbow bolt.
I think you gotta die.
I leap forward and slice at one.
Roll an attack. Which one? The one,
that has loaded it.
Okay.
16 to hit and 14 damage.
Very good. As you were like looking around, you noticed that you were playing cool. They hadn't quite got it loaded. Right as you hear that, you immediately flip around, take out your sword, slash against him. Slicing against him lets out a scream. The other two guards look. One of the guards that was loading it quickly loads it up. I need you to roll initiative for me.
Okay. Good thing I have an advantage on that too. 20.
All right. What's your dexterity modifier?
Plus 2. I think it's plus 2.
All right, then you will go first because the other one got. Yep. You'll go first.
Okay. So what's the guy that's right in front of me? What's he like right now that I just slashed?
You just slashed him. He's like, "What's going on?" He's confused. The three other guards that did not have the crossbows look very confused and are like drawing their weapons. Not sure what's happening.
So the guy that I slashed doesn't know what's going on?
I mean, like, he was caught off guard. That's what I should have said. He's caught off
okay.
guard. The other three, though, they don't know what's going on.
I was like, I feel so bad.
The other one, like, now has a crossbow and is up and fixated on you.
I will slice at him as well. And I'll just say, traitors! That's 24 to hit, and that's 7 damage.
Which one is this one, too?
The
one that you already slashed out? What's the other one?
Yeah, we'll do him.
Alright,
and I get 3 more attacks. Or 2 more attacks.
How do you want to kill this guy off?
This guy, I just want to very neatly just slice his throat.
Alright, quickly, before he realizes, he drops his crossbow, puts his hand against his throat as he begins choking and falls to the ground. And then plays dead.
And then the other guy, I'll attack him. That's 27 to hit, and that's 12 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll
using
attack
momentum
with...
to carry it on, you bring your sword down, slam it against him.
And then Tango. Oh, that's also max damage. That's but that's 12 to hit and 16 damage.
All right. Yeah, still hits. Yeah, how would you like to kill him?
So with that first attack, it will hit his leg, and then I want to duck, and then Tango just behind me slices off his head.
All right. The other 3 guards, these 2 guards just immediately drop. You kind of just pulled the Yoda on these 2. You know, they have their weapons drawn. They look at you, they immediately drop their weapons. We did no. We promise. We swear. For the Emperor, and they salute you.
I'll say, for the Emperor. So, it turns out we have traitors in our midst.
No kidding.
Well, if only we could have found out what they knew. Too bad. And I'll just, spit on one of them, and I'll just say, let's... What do you think? Down this way or back up to the surface?
Well, you said the surface needs help. I don't know if there really are traitors in our midst. I don't know how we're going to differentiate the difference between who's who. I don't know who we can trust. But if you think that this will lead us to the princess, we need to find her as quickly as possible, right?
Right. All right. Well, we'll continue down here a little bit. How about we put a timer? How about we say we continue down this way, 30 minutes?
All right.
How about we run for 10? Full speed.
Okay. On your lead, Captain.
And then I'll charge forward.
Okay, you start running off. All right, the rest of you. You guys are all...
We did not find the princess.
Yeah, no. What's the 4? No. You're looking around.
I rolled an 8. It was like, no.
Yeah, no.
Not much better.
You guys eventually, do catch back up together. Prometheus and So and I'm assuming you guys are just making your way back to the palace now?
Yes.
Okay. Prometheus and Slingshot, you guys don't have the obstruction. No problem. You start flying towards the palace. As you get closer, you notice that there's just these dark globes that are set throughout the area, preventing any sight. You can
Nope,
still see
they
parts.
don't.
Huh?
I have double sight.
Oh. Lovely. Okay. Prometheus, you can't see through them.
I just go, "You're my eyes as usual, Ling."
Always.
Inside, you see as there's guards swinging wildly, as there's several, you recognize them, kind of. They have the resemblance of these scarecrows, but instead of metal, you now just see flesh over them.
Oh no.
Torn flesh, torn muscle
Scarecrows again. Dang it.
Son of
that
a...
are growing. You notice as they just start taking slashes through guards, just shredding their armor and destroying them. Several of them, you notice as where their stomach is, this giant mouth opens up, and those same tendrils, which you're very familiar with, go out and stick it to others, and it begins absorbing their life force and growing in size.
I'm going to test the hypothesis that Eldritch Blast heals them. We are forever and a day away from some of these, so I'm going to shoot them.
What was that sound?
And, random question, do I get advantage on these if they're already engaged with the soldiers, or do the soldiers present no threat?
I mean, they're in combat, which would make... That would give you sneak attack. Oh, you sneaky little boy.
He's not a rogue. He doesn't get sneak attack.
I do. You should have just told me that. I'll aim for you. Does that count?
Put your hand on my wand real quick.
If I do that, like, that thing where you're, like, flirting, and you're like, "Here, let me teach you how to shoot," and I, like, do that, but she's still aiming, does that give her my sneak attack?
Thing is, Ling doesn't... What is flirting?
What if Ling
This is the conversation
flirts with
you
Prometheus by sticking the crossbow in my hands, and it's like, "No, this is actually how you fire accurately," and then, like, does it get my sneak attack but her sight?
No.
So,
Nice
DM,
try, though.
do I have advantage on these, or is it just straight?
You have all the advantage when you flirt with Prometheus.
Yes, I'll give you advantage.
He doesn't know what affection is, so everything is good for him.
You notice there's these three dark globules, and each one of them is a scarecrow.
Okay, I'm gonna aim at different ones. Holy fetch, yeah!
Did you just heal it that much?
Hopefully not.
He just made this one a human being.
What's going on? Why am I attacking people?
Both of those are going against different
Yeah,
targets.
yes.
All right. Which ones are you going at? You have the one that's in the center that is currently sucking the life force and growing larger, and they have the two off to the sides which are smaller, but are just cleaving through with these giant, like, bone talons slicing through.
One of the larger ones and one of the smaller.
All right.
I'll direct the big one if I know my big hit towards the big one.
All right. Sounds good. As your Eldritch energy shoots through your crossbow, flinging through the air as you guys are still, like, moving, you slams into its back. It lets out this shriek of pain and, like, owls its head as it turns around, and you just see it
Prometheus,
just, like,
up!
Up?
the second one as it fires off and slams in, it slams in again. It looks like it hurt them pretty bad this time. Like, they look like
Oh,
they
good.
didn't do well.
You point me, I'm just gonna swing wildly.
He said up.
I go
She
up.
said up.
I need you two to roll initiative, please.
Oh, schnibbles.
Oh no.
What's the status at the castle?
Death. Death will rain
Castle's
down
under
upon them.
attack by scarecrows.
Hey, Prometheus, you go first.
Larkspur, let's go back to the castle and help
Alright.
them.
Larkspur, or Ling, remember, you are my guiding eyes, so you point me to where...
They are there, and there. And I will use specific measurements based on our perspective of how far declination through the sphere and also left to right across the sphere in degrees.
Well, good thing I'm pretty intelligent with my 19, so
You're good.
I'm going to attack the closest one according to what he told me.
Okay. So this is going to be, as you guys are flying in, this is going to be the globule off, with the scarecrow that's off to the right. It'll be the one that he didn't hit as hard, but he still hit it.
I think it's just attack without roll in front.
Yes.
Yeah, it's weird like that. Does a
Large
26
Burner, I
hit?
had it back there.
Yeah, that will, that will hit.
Alright, it takes
you.
13 damage. And it's...
You
Yeah.
going down through, sight that ready to hit as you slice through. You feel as it rips through part of its abdomen and the flesh begins to tear. It doesn't feel at all like there's any metal there anymore.
Oh, cool. Well, good thing I'm
is
taking
now-
a second attack on it, too.
Yeah. Yep.
I almost forgot that I get that.
I'll confirm that is the target that he wants to hit.
This doesn't feel...
That's
This
some
feels
guard.
squishy. Are you sure? Does a 31 hit with my nat 20?
I mean, a nat 20 automatically hits, so yes.
But a 31, I just wanted to say that.
And I should have pointed this out earlier. Sorry. Personally, the way I like doing nat 20s is you just roll the die and then double it. So it would be your 9 and then plus another 9.
Oh, perfect.
Do you
So it'd
double
be
your
18
bonus
plus 7.
as well?
No,
You don't double the
bonus.
bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So it'd be a
So 18
25
plus 7.
damage.
yep, sounds good. That's your
Doesn't
second one. Just
die.
swings through again. You hear it. You can't really see it, but you just hear this shriek of pain. Ling, you see this mouth. I think it's sort of like carnage or venom begins just to stretch to unknown proportions of this loud scream echoes throughout the area.
Fetch. I'm wanting to get out of there because I've been grappled ? By one before.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just going where you tell me to. Just remember that.
Well,
Okay.
I had told you to get
So you
up
flew
and out
in.
of the way,
You
but
flew
then
in. You attacked. That's
going through.
bonus action. Anything, Prometheus?
With the bonus action... Wait, isn't that how a second attack works?
No.
What?
You get your action. You get 2 attacks with your action because you're a fighter, and then you have your bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's if you're dual wielding that you're second, like you're offhand.
Or if you're me and you have a floating sword that takes your bonus action.
Right.
So then I guess with my bonus action, I'm just gonna... Could I start aiming to
You're
go
a
up
rogue,
after
so
this
you can
attack?
you're a rogue, so you can disengage.
Oh, I would like to... Are you sure I have disengage?
But you only took 2 levels in it, right? Maybe not.
I only took 1. I don't have it.
Oh, never mind. You don't get disengaged then. Sorry.
Yes. So no, I don't have a bonus I can do.
Okay, so that's your turn. Its turn.
Fetch.
Oh wait.
You-
Is it in combat with someone else?
I wasn't. Yes, I was. Yep, sorry. I was in combat with several soldiers.
Oh,
Get
okay.
attack damage on the 1 hit.
Yeah, so that means
Ouch.
I think I also get to do, since I'm a bugbear, I get to do a sneak attack.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that extra. 1d5. 1d6. 1d5 isn't a thing.
You can probably do it in here, though.
So it takes an extra 5 damage.
All right, sounds good. It's this one was one of the smaller ones. It's looking pretty beat up. You did quite a. It's not like super hurt, but you've done some damage. On its turn, with its pain, it looks at you, focusing on you, Prometheus. and it opens.
Oh,
its
sorry,
mouth
it's
as
2d6. What the heck?
So roll another d6 and add it.
Yeah, I forgot since it wasn't the class. It was not the class feature I was able to use, but the special
you go.
one.
Yeah.
So it takes. It takes a full 6 damage.
Very nice. Every point counts. It opens its mouth as you see these razor sharp teeth, and its tongue is going to attempt to pierce into you, Prometheus. That is a 17 to hit.
It does not hit.
Right. As its tongue shoots forward at you, Ling yells for you to duck right before it hits you. As you duck down, as it shoots over you, it retracts immediately. It looks around. Yeah. And you watch as it jumps like 30 feet backwards. Just standing jump, just jumps 30 feet back out of the globe of darkness. You hear another loud screech as it begins digging into the ground.
Oh no. It's going towards me.
Ling, that's your turn.
Yes.
That's your turn, yep.
Oh, this is gonna be really fun. Like, so much stuff I can do.
Hey, did you start the round of initiative over?
No, I have not.
Oh, it hasn't gone. I thought Ling was on his second turn. Never mind.
He attacked and then we rolled initiative.
Okay.
I kind of don't want it running away. So. And I'll say, kill it. And cast Hold Monster.
Alright. Wisdom saving throw. Natural 1.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, as you see, it starts just digging, and you watch as it just immediately stops. And it's trying to force itself to move, and it can't move its head, but you do notice as its eyes shoot up and look at you.
Man, this
Very
battle
frustrated.
feels straight up like a TPK.
It was what?
It feels like it's gonna be a TPK.
I know.
Though none of us have taken damage, it just feels like that's what's gonna happen.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm still at full health.
I feel
Alright.
like I'm going to be the like you said earlier, the Yoda that escapes Order 66 because I'm underground.
As Ling, you see this because because you can see it. The large one that in the center, the other two, both the large ones turn now. It begins just burrowing into the ground. For a second, you see it, and then it's just gone as there's this large hole there. It's the last one's turn, and it begins the same, just digging into the ground before it
So the soldier,
disappears.
falls in the hole.
Not that big, but yeah, you see
Yeah,
like a lot
scream.
of dead guards. Alright, so Larkspur and Nora, you guys have met up.
Okay, great. If we met
And
up, we're
I've got-
teleporting.
Yeah, you teleport. Yep.
Yeah. That
To the
dimension.
castle.
Compilation. Oh no.
I'll have you two roll initiative for me, please.
Aight.
Okay.
And
Alright.
as you notice, as those two creatures left, the Lords of Darkness also fell. Alright. As you two
21.
jump into the not like at the palace, but where the battle is taking place. You appear right before the palace as you look out on the field, as you see this one globe of darkness. Outside of it, you see this creature, just like muscles torn and everything, trying to dig, but it looks like it's frozen. You see these two large holes off to what would be its right as you're looking at it, with like 40 or 50 soldiers, either just completely dead, torn to shreds, look like they've been shriveled up into nothing, or are like confused looking at what's going on. So that would be Larkspur. You go first.
Alright. How close am I to the action? When obviously close enough to be an initiative, but like
From this creature, you would be about 60 feet away from him.
okay. Do I have? What's that? I do. Okay. All right. Is there anybody? Oh, hang on. Let me make sure. Okay. Is there anybody right up next to these scarecrow creatures?
Oh, there's only
And
the
also how
one.
close?
There's the
Alright, the
one.
one.
No one's around it. You don't see Prometheus or Lingshot. It's just there and it's sort of digging a hole off to the side.
A scarecrow's digging?
So
I mean, like, it looks like the scarecrows, but it's now just flesh and muscle and bone instead of an actual scarecrow.
Gross. Okay. But it's digging.
Yeah, it's digging
That's
a hole.
weird. Okay.
And you see these two
Okay,
other holes
well-
already.
Oh, fetch.
well, I do have the ability to use the thing that worked last time. I have Wall of Fire that I have another use of now that it's been 24 hours. So, I'd like to use that. Unless
Maybe
there's
like-
some obvious reason why I shouldn't.
We can't
But-
see that Ling and Prometheus are in there, can we? Because they're in the darkness.
Correct.
We can't see them. Okay. Just checking.
You just see this creature trying to, like, it's frozen for a second, but it's trying to dig in deep.
Darkness and digging. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try and center a Wall of Fire, like, directly on it.
Okay.
Hope that nobody's right there. And I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
think it
in here. I'm just because it uses up, so it doesn't use up one of my spell slots. It comes with the instrument, so I'm just gonna pull up as the well, wait, does that require a roll? I forget. I'll just keep track that I have. Two. So I
Okay.
still have one spell slot, but
That's all right. All of you just watch as this pillars of fire, these walls of fire, sort of box this creature in, just starting to burn it alive as it's just being scorched to death. You can see as it's trying to reel in pain. You don't hear anything as it's just paralyzed. But that looks like it hurt a lot.
Is it dead?
No, but it's looking pretty
Oh.
pretty bad.
Is the fire still there?
Yeah, unless Lurkspur takes it down.
Okay,
no,
great.
the
Then I'll-
fire
okay,
is
good to
staying
know.
until this thing is dead or until the spell runs out, which it
You're gonna
does
use
10
it?
rounds. So
Are you gonna do any movement, or are you just gonna stay there?
so I'm like 60 feet away.
Yeah.
I mean, does there seem to be like a direct path for someone to come attack me?
Yeah, it could just. It's like an open field you're on right now, so it could just.
Gotcha. Is there any place I could go for some somewhat covered?
You could go inside the palace, but that's about it.
Okay, so there. I could go in. So there's not really a benefit to moving anywhere besides going inside the palace if I felt like doing that.
Yeah.
It's on fire.
Yeah.
Let's protect the princess. Oh, the city's on fire.
Everything is horrible.
I don't even know what we're doing anymore, guys. Like,
this was going to be so much fun for you all.
Oh
to be part
yeah.
of.
Oh,
Because we-
yeah.
We would have been
Because
here
you're
for
going to be on the
this.
other side.
We
I
would
would
have
have
been
been looting.
yeah,
We would have been
other
looting.
side.
Yeah, we would have.
So
Anyway,
we just have these scarecrows teleport in and just start tearing into people. Like, what's going on?
exactly. Okay.
I'm just gonna loot every corpse I come across. That's
I'm still gonna
So,
do this.
is
I'm just waiting to level
I
up so I can fight these creatures better.
I want to stay in range, like to be able to see the wall of fire to like to be able to watch this thing. I mean, if there's like a palace door, I could like stand,
Oh, the
like
doors are
have it
open.
like partly.
You could
they're
move
open,
them
okay,
in,
like-
and you have it give you cover. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then.
All right, sounds good.
Get
Nora.
some cover so I can keep that.
Okay. So the only one I could actually see is on fire, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to run. How far away am I from the balls of darkness?
From the one Ball of Darkness, you would be about 30 feet away from it.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to it as close as I can get. I think I can only get within 5 feet of it in this turn. And
If
I'm
you were to
going
use your
to
action,
use.
you can get the full way in.
Well, I don't want to do that yet. My action is going to use Divine Sense to sense good and evil, because I'm going to try and see if I can use that to see where the scarecrows inside are, so that I can target it better on my next turn.
So okay.
Can I? I
Um,
assume they're evil. Or if they're undead, fiendish, or...
yeah, you can sense undead, fiend, or celestial. That's what you can do with it.
There was something else.
they're
Let me go
all of
look.
them somehow combined.
Right.
They're
Dun, dun,
undead.
dun.
They're
If
undead
it's
celestial
affected
fiends.
by a hallow spell,
Right, but it's
or
undead,
celestial
fiend,
fiend or undead.
yeah. You don't sense any of those coming within the globe
Or evil.
or
But
any
can I
version of that.
detect good and evil? Can I detect evil in there? It says, as an action, you can detect good and evil. Not
Okay,
just
yeah,
celestial
gotcha,
fiend and undead.
gotcha.
So I'm
Yeah,
going for evil.
Yeah, yep. No, there is nothing evil.
They're
inside.
not evil.
I mean, or
swear
the,
very loudly.
no, like there's nothing evil inside the globe. Like, what's the range on it?
It does not say. It says, as an action, you can detect good and evil.
We
Oh,
should
wait.
have
60 feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is it like
You
the
can-
end of the description?
You can sense like the creature out over there, and it is definitely evil. But that's
The one that's on fire?
yes, the one that's on fire.
Okay, then. Well, I guess that's good. I mean, that was my
So
action.
helpful.
Cool. All right.
There's
Prometheus.
nothing freaking evil in the globes of darkness. I'm so confused. Anyway, I'm swearing very loudly.
You can detect good, right?
Yeah, I can take
Yeah, I can detect it good.
Okay, you know that like Ling and Prometheus are in there.
Okay.
Okay, at least I won't hit them.
Prometheus is just a little bit more dim. It's harder to sense him.
Wait, is that? I think that's Prometheus. He's a little fuzzy.
No, I'm actually
No pun
I'm actually
intended.
quite fuzzy.
yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
you guys are terrible.
That's right. Air dry only.
I feel like
All right.
this encounter is based off all our bad jokes throughout the entire campaign, and if he just wants to punish us.
We're being punished for being not funny.
That's the magic missile guy. That's gonna come after you.
Oh
Please
no.
Alright, Absalom's gonna learn shield now, just
Prometheus, you're up.
And that's how Prometheus died in one shot. He was like, "You're a nerd," and this guy just killed him. And that's when we learned, don't mess with nerds, kids.
You might die.
I heard him.
What are you doing, Prometheus?
What is Prometheus doing?
You're up.
I was told to go up last I remember, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I will fly straight up.
You watch as Prometheus and Ling come out of the globe. Do you use your full movement?
There they are.
If that's what I was told to do, I use my full movement.
Okay. That's gonna be your turn then.
I was
Alright.
just wanting to get away.
You
You
only
gotta
gave
let
me that
It doesn't
direction.
make its wisdom save, so it's still held. You've used its turn. Ling, you're up.
It uses its turn. It gets damaged.
Yeah, it gets 5d8 each turn.
That's right.
If you're talking about fire, yeah. That's how it
Yep.
worked before.
Yep,
how we
yep,
made
yep.
it. on a fail, or half as much on
Burn
a
it.
successful save.
Burn it.
I'm not even. If monster's being held, does it get a dex save?
No, it's paralyzed. It doesn't get it. It's taking the damage.
That's you, Luxfer.
Wait, the
Elmo.
Elmo.
Summoning the fire.
Oh.
Not on
I
fire.
see.
Summoning the
I
fire.
see. I was like, I'm not on fire, but yeah, summoning. Yeah.
This aberration's on fire.
Asterisk.
This aberration's on fire. Oh no.
It used to be a construct, now it's an aberration. Alright. Larkspur, you're going to need to re-roll the damage.
Oh, I do. Right.
Yeah, 5d6 or whatever it is.
D8. Was it D8?
That's yeah.
Yeah,
well, I don't
5d8.
Oh boy.
17 damage.
And you now see like flesh is melting, like it's becoming charred and melting. Muscle and sinew are all melting as it's just not able to move, but you just watch it sitting there taking this. It's becoming this burnt charcoal crisp.
Is it dead yet?
Does it still
Really
have an
bad.
adamantine skeleton?
Oh my gosh.
No, doesn't look like
Getting
it.
ready to gather more evidence. Prometheus.
All right, now it's your turn.
Well, let's see. I'm a warlock?
How would you like to do this?
Yeah! I will take careful aim at where its eyes are, and then remove those eyes individually.
Two blasts. As you watch as just through the back of its skull, these explosions go off.
The burning one?
Yeah, it continues just to stay there. As your spell releases, it just stands there and is just melting and falling apart.
Larkspur, can you move your wall of fire? Like when it's your turn next? Or does
No,
it stop?
initiative's over.
Oh, it's dead. Wait, so what's in the globes of darkness?
The other two, there was only one left. Two
Oh,
of them
there's only one.
disappeared.
Wait, were they magic or was it like a globe, like an item?
It was like a magic.
Oh. Oh, it's over. I
Oh,
thought we had a lot more to do. Whew.
I will look over towards the big hole. We're up a bit, so I can kind of see down.
Yeah, it's created a tunnel that's going pretty far down.
That looks like a problem.
Sure, nothing
Absalom.
interrupts my stroll through darkness.
Absalom,
he's gonna
you may
die.
have company.
What kind of company?
Scarecrow Company. They're digging tunnels.
Should
I
I
have
jump
no
down
idea
one of
where
these
they're
tunnels
going.
with Divine Smite, guys? Should I just jump down it
That would be epic!
and smite whatever I land on?
No,
Lands
it's not.
directly on Absalom's face.
Absalom.
He could take it, I'm sure, but he'd be fine. He'd be fine. I could heal him. But if it's something else, then they might die. Should I?
All right.
Guys, should I do it?
Do it.
No. We need to regroup.
No?
We just have to regroup. That's what needs to happen right now.
But if there's a scarecrow tunneling, I want to kill it.
I know,
You're
but I
right,
don't want to
that's
be on the
scary.
other
I don't
end
wanna
when it
do
pops
that.
out.
mean, that's
so
why
I'll
I would
turn
kill
to
it
my
first.
two
Never mind.
guards.
As you guys look around, you see about 40 guards on the ground, either wounded or dead,
Oh.
or just other soldiers that are there.
There
Um,
aren't many guards left up here.
You start,
There.
you're as you're looking down at the palace gates, you see as there's a mob moving up from the second tier now, and it's starting to make its way up towards the palace.
Fetch. We need to cut them off. Prometheus, where's Surgeon? Do you know where he is?
Prometheus.
Prometheus? Trying to decide how to deal out my healing hands.
Andrew.
What's that?
Do you know what Surgeon is?
Where Surgeon is? Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I
A surgeon?
haven't seen him.
Nope,
he was here, right?
haven't seen him. All I know is he
Oh,
was
wait.
like, "Oh no,
Were you
something
using
has
your sending
appeared."
stone?
Oh yeah, you have a sending stone with him.
Yeah, I'm
Were
gonna
you
be like,
using that?
"Hey, surgeon, are you alive?
Prometheus. They came.
Where are you at?"
I'm in the palace. Ballroom. Guards turned against us.
Shit. That's because they weren't guards; they were imposters.
No, they were guards.
Prometheus, where is he?
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
They're left.
Can I like hook this into like three-way calling style? Can I be like, "Oh yeah, he's in the ballroom, guys."
Okay, I run to the ballroom because he's someone I know. If I heal him, we trust him.
I
And he's not an imposter.
I fly to the ballroom.
Okay.
I
You
go to
guys
the ballroom.
make your way through Ling's very nice homemade door.
Doors.
You see a couple dead bodies, like a couple nobles, and then blood is leading into one of the servants' quarters where you see them all just massacred on the ground.
Man.
Sergeant is kind of standing like with one or two that are not quite dead yet, but are on the cusp of dying, and he's just sitting with them, trying to tend to their wounds as he looks pretty beaten up himself.
Oh, good. I was worried he was like actively dying. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna go over to surgeon, and I put my hand on his head, and I heal him 12.
Also, over the stones, I want to say to Nora, by the way, you might want to tell the castle that the scarecrows are back from Nabaranth as well. I don't know if that's something that happened with the other places, but something that's happening with us.
Oh, that's.
I'm gonna tell them. I messaged them real quick to tell them that. Anyway, and then
But they might not.
I look at surgeon. I look at the guys he's tending to him. Like, you trust these guys? These aren't traitors.
I mean, you're looking like at two just like noblemen.
Oh,
They
never
didn't
mind.
attack, but yeah,
Well, I need to heal guards who can help us. No offense.
Good.
Never mind.
no, there are no others.
There's nobody.
I don't know where the other guards went. I think.
Okay, great. Well, at least we got you. That's good.
Or what's happening? Like, guys, seriously.
Oh well.
Like, I know what's happening, but why? Why is this happening? Who's
Something-
behind this?
Older than necromancy. Oh yeah, Asterius, the high priest dude. He's a traitor, so he's behind some of this.
Yeah, what a
really bad.
douchebag.
Really bad stuff. I don't know if you've been getting the update, Surgeon. First in line to the throne is dead. Eighth in line is still missing, last I heard. Of course, obviously, our princess is still missing.
Have you heard any
There's
other news?
riots. There's riots and stuff back at the capital and here, probably, like, everywhere. There was lots of buildings exploding. I don't know if you could see that. It's pretty bad.
I mean, it's a perfect time to take over a town or a city if you'd like. I'm going to
He's
sleight
trying
of
to
hand,
put things in.
prepare
He
my
looks like
weapon.
he's kind of in shock, but he just doesn't know how to respond to you, Prometheus. He's just looking at you.
Okay, I wanted a sleight of hand, have prepared my weapon for an attack just in case, just in case anyone wants to see that.
I'm not paying attention to that.
13, to
Out
sneakily
of
be
my
ready to kill
mind.
anyone who says they were going to try and usurp the Emperor's power.
Have we heard from the Emperor? Is he okay?
Last I heard, the Emperor was safe.
Last I heard, the Emperor
But
was
things weren't
killing
good.
people, so, it's a pretty
Yeah,
good day.
he's fighting people. He's not dead.
Should we just go straight to the Emperor and defend him, or do you think he'd
Didn't
want
they
his...
cut off?
He gave us
They cut off our teleportation circle.
Well, we don't really need a
Well,
teleportation
you
circle.
can.
I can teleport straight in, but I
Okay.
also don't know exactly where he is.
Is also he might not be happy if we abandon his daughter.
Listen, he's got he tasked us specifically with this. I must
He has
obey the
24
Emperor's
children.
orders. Well, not anymore.
Well, yeah, that's
Ooh,
true.
no, that's... Guys, have you ever really just noticed that we kind of got, gallows humor? I mean, we might need to work... Maybe, is it just me? Probably just me.
I mean, it's mostly you.
You're right. I'm the only one with a sense of humor in this group.
Prometheus,
Fudge.
you wanted us to potentially scry on the princess and report to her location?
Yes, so let's scry on her again, see if she's out of that box.
Well, so last time I did it, there was some magic preventing. Like I could get a read on. I couldn't get a firm read. I could tell that she was in the
Wasn't that
area.
locate
but
creature though, not scry?
Do you believe that a
That was
higher
looking
magnitude
creature.
of spell would get through this barrier?
I don't know. I know when because when I scried, I got a read on her, but it was inside of a box, which wasn't that helpful. Well, you know how helpful it was. And when I initially did locate creature on her, she was just leaving range, but I could tell where she was at. So I think this is something that was put up afterward.
Do we still have the locket available?
Yes. Presumably, I still have it.
So, I also
guys did
have this.
Oh. But
And
Prometheus,
I just dumped
We
the
should-
corpse.
Prometheus, we should go set up a barricade because there's that whole horde of people trying to come into the palace. We should let them try and scry and set up a barricade to protect this place so that
Who
we don't get
are we
mobbed.
going to protect? Who's left alive?
Us! We are alive!
We could teleport out. I mean,
Okay, fine.
by the way, while this is going on, are there extremely rich-looking people in here?
Are there any what in there?
Extremely rich-looking people?
They're all nobles. They look all extremely rich.
Are they all alive or dead?
There's 2 alive.
I'm gonna I'll heal them 5
Is there
HP
any
each.
extraordinarily nice-looking cloak in the room?
It's all been tainted with blood.
What a waste.
DM, if we still have the locket, I will appropriate that.
Appropriate.
And
We're
then-
appropriating things. Ling, you're going to steal the Emperor's daughter's necklace?
To find her?
Oh, I guess that's
I
fair.
question your definition of steal.
You're right, it's not stealing if they don't
I mean,
know.
I'm already holding it. I hand it back over.
Plus,
Yes,
she's
that's
potentially
correct.
dead, which means you can't steal from a dead person because they're dead.
Wait, who gave us the locket? Was it Genth? Was it
Shit.
the imposter Genth?
Was this
Fake death.
was this a trick? Were we even scrying on the real princess?
Was the princess body?
Don't
I'm up there.
Larkspur, you feel as if this locket aided you in your scry.
I mean, it definitely led me to. Well, DM. Could I tell that it was like the real princess, or actually, it could have been a shapeshifter. No. Well, it
You
was
did
so
nothing
the
of the sort at the moment to determine.
But it would
Yeah,
have been whoever
well-
we met, right? It was at least whoever we met. Right?
You were using the locket at the time.
Yes, I was using the locket at the time
Mm-hmm.
in order to
So-
try and scry on the princess. But if the locket belonged to someone else, I would have been scrying on that other person and not the princess. Is that correct? Or would it have
Most
not
likely.
worked because I was
But you had to
most
meet
likely.
them.
No,
like,
you can
Yes,
use
yes.
an item.
Okay, but like say yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if the I probably know, but like if the locket had not belonged
Roll
to
intelligence for me.
okay, yeah.
So Prometheus is checking the room during this whole thing to see how many exits there are.
There's 2 other doors. There's the one that you came in, and then there's 2 other doors. One leading into the kitchens, and another one that's leading out into another hallway into the palace.
So Nora, if we're going to barricade, we probably want to find a better place to, barricade.
Be barricaded.
Too many entrances and exits from this place.
We could go back up on the roof and the iris that we busted open. They may not spot that.
That's fair. That's fair. We could do that.
All right.
So I got an 18.
Absalom, this is going to take you. We're traveling for about an hour and 20 minutes, so it's going to take you a little while to to get there.
I'm just saying that I'm moving as fast as I can
Right.
without dashing, just going back up.
Is
I'm
Absalom
grabbing-
even alive, guys? Like, where is
I've
he?
been talking to him. He's
Oh, okay.
just running through the tunnels.
Oh, I thought that
Yes.
weakling died.
No, they tried to kill me. They didn't even.
He
touch
just
me.
doesn't even know that the world is ending up here. Anyway, let's go up through this giant hole in the ceiling and hide there.
Yeah, but on the way back, I want to grab the unconscious guy if I can, and my movable rod.
Yep. Once you get to him, you will
Yeah, when I get
definitely
to
be
him.
able to do that. Yes.
He's just like, help me.
I can't move.
One is gonna help
Um,
you.
He just saying he's insane by the time I get to him.
Yeah.
Okay, and I tell Absalom, I'm like, we have Surgeon and us, and that's it.
As
So,
for yes, Larkspur. Connecting the dots. You used the locket to scry. You scried on the person that belonged to the locket belonged to. And it did appear that she was the princess, but if the locket did not belong to the princess, then whoever you were scrying on was not indeed the princess. So you just don't know
okay.
if it was or was not her.
Okay.
Ah!
So, yeah.
But don't you have to meet the person to scry on them?
No, you just have to have a.
Okay, never mind. I thought you had to meet them. So
It's
and
one
I
of
guess,
the ways.
and to have an idea,
Uh.
it seems like if we have an idea of what they look like, which since this person looked like who we were looking for, then
I figure
So-
it's a princess.
Next time we are on protection detail, we are going to cut a lock of their hair off. Just
Yeah.
every time. In fact, it gives me finally an excuse to keep a lock of the royal hair from every single piece of royalty. It
Oh, you're
allows us
gonna
to
come back to
scry on
that.
them. Like, this is just
I need
genius.
your hair. As you're
Guys, I hope Timothy's okay. I hope he's not being trampled by a mob.
Oh my gosh! Wait,
Hey,
didn't
Timothy!
we got him an earring, didn't we? Or a stone?
I was planning on getting him a sending stone, but I had a bit of a bad day.
Wow, you couldn't even do that. I made him a whole arm, and you couldn't get him like.
I saved his life. Shut up.
I gave him a new life. Like, what are you talking about?
it'd be like,
If I could reach your
I
face, I
gave
would
birth
punch
to
it.
you. You can't talk back to me. You're gonna be those kind of parents. Both of you in your different ways.
Huh?
As you guys are discussing what's going on, you hear another ding.
I pull it out quickly. What's it
Looking
say?
at the notes. It is in a different handwriting than you don't recognize it.
Uh-oh.
It says, "To all the new traders of the new empire, let this be a warning. Join us now, and we shall live. You live. Accept our new emperor, and all will be well.
Ask who the new
Respect.
emperor is.
With him, the traitor, the one seeking to rule all, but give nothing in return, and die."
Ask who the new emperor is.
Hey guys, you guys don't know. I've just been reading this and my eyes are getting bigger. I'm like, hey, we have a really, really big problem. And I read the letter to them.
Oh, wait. Ask who the new emperor is.
Okay.
Did you say this over the sending stones too?
Yeah, I sent it over the sending stones for everyone. I'm like, so apparently, what does this mean? The old emperor's dead, or did they just take over the office that can send letters?
I mean,
They could have just taken over the office and sent letters.
ask the questions. I mean, be like, one,
Yes, I'm asking.
who's the new emperor? Two,
Who
did you
is this?
kill the old emperor?
Who is the new emperor? How do I know you aren't some apprentice scribe playing a prank? Please
Like Jerry
respond
last
so
year.
safe.
You guys remember Jerry? We had to behead him because he thought it'd be funny to use the mail system as a prank. What a
I
guy.
sent my suspicious inquiries. My inquiries requesting the proof of and validity of this, and also asking for some details. Slightly accusatory, but I don't know who this is or what's going on, so I send that.
Sounds good.
How'd you
Boom.
get this phone number?
Are you checking in? Are you checking in with Nova now?
Yeah.
Okay. Nova. Well, he stopped walking. We've been traveling for a long time. Like a really long time. Except he doesn't look like the guy anymore. I'm really confused. I still followed him, but he looks different.
Interesting.
We're in this weird circular shaped room. There's lots of books around here. I mean, there's like 5 other people sitting around the table right now.
Oh.
And they're all wearing these weird cloaks. And like, there's some pretty scary people here. Not gonna lie. Like, they look scary. And I think they're talking about some plan. I don't know, I've sort of dowsed out. It's been a while. But yeah, stuff it's not looking too good. They're talking about the package, how they're going to take care of it.
I will.
You know, the best way to solidify a royal line is by marrying into it.
Right?
I will switch politely and take a peek.
As you zoom in, you see yourself in this circular room with a circular table at the center of the room. You notice that there's kind of like an indent at what would be the northern side of the table with this larger chair. There's a man rocking in the chair, arms folded behind his head, feet up on the table, chewing on an apple. Blonde hair, sort of a goatee, just rocking back and forth in the chair. You hear a couple of the other people, who you don't recognize any of them. They're all talking, saying, "How much longer till we get back from Reclam? That the operation should have been taken care of by now. It's making me nervous." And then the guy that's sitting on the chair takes another bite of the apple while chewing. "Oh, don't worry about them. We've got some of the strongest of us there, taking care of it right now. Won't be long before the Emperor falls. We have his daughter. We have Theron. More importantly, we have the key. With her, we can unlock it. I can't believe this is actually coming true." My mentor, he always said that this was the plan. Said it would happen in his lifetime. Too bad I slit his throat. But now I'm here.
Okay, Palpatine.
But have patience. It will all work out. The other nobles should all be dead. The city is in riots. Pretty soon they will accept us, as we will bring peace to them all. And then they shall accept him. And with him we shall bring forth the Silent Army and do what was supposed to have happened millennia ago. And the room falls silent again.
Okay.
Every now and then, a guard will walk up to this man sitting in the chair, whisper some things in his ear, and you notice he just sort of smiles.
And then he says something about Absalom, and then his face frowns, and he's like, "My nemesis."
Absalom's not actually doing anything right now. He's actually writing fan fiction just outside the door to this meeting. He's like, "Oh, yeah."
My pen, like as I'm writing, just like presses one of the stones and it opens. And I'm just like, "Nemesis."
Who are you?
I've just gone crazy in this circular tunnel. Just
I will thank Nova and switch out, and then relay to the party what Nova has found.
over the sending stones.
Yes, over the sending stones, as well as a careful description of the people participating in that meeting. Also the guard.
Wait.
Kicks and giggles.
Question. Ask Nova if they traveled down a long descending circular hallway.
I will the question.
Yeah, we walked a long ways.
I will.
Like a long ways. But, like, I think, yeah. We didn't turn anywhere. We just kept walking.
I will relay the answer
There's
verbatim.
somewhere beneath the city.
Not even in a circle.
Like, I will tell him that it's Absalom asking.
Man. I was a female pixie. Anyway, yeah, tell him he's on the right track. He's doing good.
Bro, this pixie's gay for you, Absalom.
So Prometheus, question: if I were to describe my location, will you be able to, I don't know, teleport everyone to me, right?
That I could potentially do that. Potentially. There's also the potential that I could teleport us all into, like, a wall or something.
Or
I mean-
somewhere very far away.
I mean, we'd hit the wall and, like, bounce out, but it would hurt a lot. Or, you could describe one of any number of underground caverns, and we could teleport anywhere. So, there's that as well.
Okay, but listen to this. If I find this room, we could, I don't know, take out the handful of people that are there. And take out the operation.
Okay, listen.
I thought you were
If you
heading
can
your way
describe, if you can describe the room like perfectly, like it's not just some like, yeah, there's a bunch of stone bricks, right? Like if you can describe the place.
Yes,
I can
And
give
then
you.
there's a 5mm
I
Okay.
was just there.
thing.
Oh, you wait,
Okay, so
what?
It's a mahogany table, with 10 chairs, all made of mahogany wood. They have these very, the cushions are this red, appear to be, red, almost leather in texture. On the table there are books all strewn about. There's a skull at the head of the table by where the man eating the apple is. There are 4 bookcases set in if you could put corners on a circle, if you divided in each section, that's where they would be. And above, the room is roughly 50 feet tall, about 50, 60 feet side to side in all directions. There are guards positioned. There are doors next to each bookcase. 2 of them are wooden, 2 of them are made out of metal. And there is this low-hanging chandelier coming from the very center of the room.
Okay,
Almost appeared some type of crystal emitting the light.
this.
All right,
If we teleport there, Absalom will still be lost in the tunnels without us.
Well,
You're assuming that I'm lost.
Absalom can find his way. I believe in him. The rest of us, that's a pretty good description. I'm gonna give it a shot.
So I'm going to start running back the other way.
Have I got a response from the letter writing people yet?
No response.
No response?
Just going to write back. I'm assuming this is Gary from finance.
I can do this. It's just a weird way to do it on here because I don't have spell slots. So I'll just do spell.
Or just roll percentile die.
I don't want to, guys.
I'm going to light.
Oh, before I cast this, I'm like, all right, everyone. Those of you who can prepare spells, be ready to just shoot everything. And what I'm gonna have to do will be my whole, thing. But as soon as I'm ready, I'm gonna attack. So are you guys ready to kill some
This
peoples?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, you have.
I prepare spirit guardians.
Cool.
I
I'm gonna switch my
can-
weapons. I'm gonna go to my pinch and poke. So is everyone ready?
Yeah, I think so. I'm
looking
wielding my big giant fancy hammer, and I prepared spirit guardians as my spell.
I will be ready with my longbow burning.
Cool.
Ready to mess
And
some
does
people up.
anybody want to? Can I do bardic inspiration outside of combat or outside of initiative or during? Okay.
You can definitely do
I want to inspire Good, let's see. I can do up to 4 per short rest. We've got...
Ooh.
Yeah. Just want to inspire you guys.
Are you
Like,
inspiring
you guys-
Surgeon too, or just us?
This is me, by the
The
way.
surgeon with us?
And is Surgeon coming?
Virgin looks at you.
Surgeon, do you want?
Please. Please, let me come with you. Let me prove myself. Prometheus, he grabs like onto your arm. Prometheus.
If you die,
How
your
much
mother's
health
gonna kill me.
How beat up does he still look? Like, should I heal him some more? Like, how bad does he look?
No.
And
He's
we know
coming
your
regardless.
mother's a retired
He's looking
adventurer.
okay right now.
He's okay. Okay, good.
No, but his mother
right.
beat me with a spoon harder than any other beating I've ever received in my life, and that scarecrow almost
Nova
killed
is
me.
like, okay. Good luck. I'm here
And
if you need
boom!
me.
74.
Oh, I think that
That what?
you. That's all right.
74 to 100.
Did we
Does
make it?
succeed? As you all gather in close to
Oh,
Prometheus,
just barely.
Oh my gosh,
you all
that's
gather-
literally the number
Yeah,
we
We put
needed!
them up an
as
Avengers
you all
circle.
gather in towards Prometheus, you all feel that sensation, that pulling sensation. It feels a little stronger, it's a little rougher on you all as you appear. You land on this table. Books and cups fall off. Immediately, people push up their seats, stand up, and are looking around the room, wondering what's going on.
But
You see,
there's also a bunch of spells going off.
Surprise,
Yep, my prepared to deal with
bitches!
Spirit Guardians.
okay, so Spirit Guardians is going off. What else
So
is going
that
off?
goes up.
This is me.
Spirit
11
Guardians is going up.
radiant damage to
Oh,
the folks.
okay, I just need to know what's going on. So we have
Spirit Guardians. So my giant angel blindfold justice ladies are there.
like hovering above you all on the center of the
This is
table, wings on shoulders,
Gloriously.
blindfolded with the sword dipping down, sends up this radiant energy. Okay, who else is doing something?
Um,
I'm casting Blight on Leader Dude.
Okay.
And that's
Um,
34 damage.
holy
That's a
shoot!
concentration save. That's. I am rolling like crap. That's a 2. Okay. Oh, I need to write this all down. Just 1 second. Oh boy.
We're gonna destroy them.
I'm assuming I can't take another action since I'm the one who teleported us here.
Correct. That is it.
Alright. I'll just be ready with my stuff. Be like, "Hurrah!" That's it. That's all I do.
For the Bardic Inspiration die, do I throw that on an attack roll, or can that also be damage?
You can put it on anything. Or yeah, so it says it can be an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw. And you can do it after
Oh,
seeing
it's
the
not the
roll, but
damage,
before
but
knowing
it's-
the outcome.
It's
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
It's about whether or
Okay.
not you're gonna do it, not about how bad it is.
So
Or how
Stein
much.
is taking 34 necrotic damage. Oh boy. All
Bro.
of them take 11 from Spirit Guardians.
Blight is single target.
It'd
Right
be
now, I'm
really
just talking about
funny.
Spirit Guardians.
It'd be really funny if he was facing the other way and didn't know all this, and he just took a bite in his apple and thought it poisoned him or something.
He doesn't hear us smash into the table and my angels appear.
He's just like facing the other way, like, "This is a bad apple. Who poisoned me?"
Yeah. So, Lurchbur's inspired. You've done that. You've done that.
Yeah, and I'll do my longbow in convenient
For initiative.
finish.
And then after we roll for initiative, that's where we're going to end off. Holy fetch. I was not. That was so bad.
I'm so mad that I'm not there.
Well, can
I'm just running.
Can I do
Absalom's
an
like,
attack?
I don't know where I'm at.
As-
He's just wandering through the tunnels.
With
Okay,
like
so-
5 guards, no, 3 guards.
Some guards
Yes.
that we could really use.
Oh, guys.
So do you want us to roll initiative before we end?
It's Absalom.
We're doing a coup d'etat on the coup d'etat.
Oh, I was not expecting that to work. Okay. Lurch.
We just
second.
popped up in the middle of top secret meeting and smash.
You
We just
really
destroyed
did.
them.
Guys, I was looking at the chart. I literally rolled the exact minimum we needed to make it on target.
I was
I'm so
seeing that,
Holy fetch. Guys.
yeah. But
Whose don't I have? I need Norris.
What?
You need
Initiative.
to roll initiative.
Initiative. Sorry.
Holy macaroni and cheese.
And how many minutes into the encounter will I need to roll initiative?
You know,
I'm sorry, but you're not making it there anytime soon.
I ran
What
the
a
exact
creator.
wrong way.
Just listen to the sounds of screaming. Anyway, I rolled
Remember the
4.
time that you and Chronicler were on a horse a long ways away?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's that again.
But it's just you.
And I
Order
don't have a
out.
phantom horse now.
Okay, get back. You just lost. What if we never find him, guys?
This is me running down the tunnel.
Well,
Oh, Fetch.
I mean,
was
I
not
can
expecting
do find creature on him.
this. That's fair.
You weren't expecting
what
us
on
to
me?
destroy people?
Yeah, I can do locate creature.
He's also
if
slightly
we-
further than 1,000
haven't.
feet away, but it's fine.
I'm further
Ah,
than
bummer.
1,000 feet away.
It's-
Well, I mean, assuming we defeat the evil or whatever, and we have time to go around looking, we can,
We'll
you know,
find him.
go around looking for you.
Um,
Yeah, we have ways to find you.